Here we go. No Heartless. Oh, Heartless is here. Okay. Heartless, where's your camera?
Coming soon to a theater near you. There's a doubling of your audio though.
I wonder why.
Oh yeah, I can hear just a little bit of it coming back.
My audio is doubled?
Wait, I should just leave the Discord call. That's what's happening.
Yeah. Try leaving the Discord call, and then we'll see.
Yeah,
if it's
no,
still
that
there,
fixed
Heartless.
itself. We're good to go.
It did? Okay, so it's you. It was just you.
God, you guys look really sexy tonight. I just
thank
have
you.
to be.
Thank
Oh
you.
yeah,
By
I
the
see
way-
Heartless's picture. Oh, Heartless's picture right now. Ooh, it's got me
Oh,
ready.
he's
to
wearing
go.
KXI gear, by the way.
Okay, gotta let him know.
That's the KXI
Tough.
gear. That's the
Tough.
KXI sweater. I just said KXI sweater. I'm sorry, guys. It's too early.
That's
for this.
crazy.
I'm
Crazy.
too early for this. It's way too early for this.
Way
Okay,
too early.
listen, let's just get right into it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Gamer Actual. This is the weekly podcast that talks about the biggest in gaming news. You can find us on all major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcasts and Spotify, with a visual version of this podcast being available on youtube.com/gameractual. Now, if you're new to the channel or you're new to this podcast, I go by the name Cash, a live stream extraordinaire, YouTube content creator, and all that stuff. You know. And with me tonight, I got my esteemed co-host, Mori and Heartless. Fellas, was good, was popping. We also have another special guest on the way. But how y'all guys feeling? How y'all feeling?
What's good? What's good?
Dude, I'm great.
Yeah.
I'm happy to be back. Missed last week, and
Yeah, I missed you
Whole-
last week, Mori.
yeah, dude. I've said this before. I think I've missed 2 episodes of Gamer Actual. Well, one was cut short because I live in St. Louis, and someone was trying to break into my partner's apartment. And then last week I was just gone. Every time I'm gone, it feels like part of my week's messed up. So it's good to be back with the team. It's good to be back.
Yeah, it's good to have you back, bro.
Cash, what do you think? We should fill in our audience as to the evolution of the show. Let them know where Germ is.
Yes, we should. So I know you guys are wondering where exactly Germ is. Heartless, kind of fill in the people and let them know what's going on with the podcast.
Sorry, you cut out. What was that?
Let people know what's going on with the podcast.
Okay. So, as you guys might know from watching some of our other shows, Friday Night Friday and whatnot, we have been evolving the KXI brand. We are now the KXI network as a whole. We do have a channel if somebody wants to plug the Twitch channel. We will be migrating this show as well as the other shows we have to the KXI network.
Eventually, not right now.
Eventually, yeah, it's becoming soon. We're gonna hype it up for a little bit, so that way everybody knows what's going on, and we're gonna be migrating over to the KXI network. And Germ has become an executive producer for what we're doing as a company, and he has really helped us evolve where the direction of the show is going to be going. So I hope you guys are excited. You guys are going to be seeing some really cool stuff. You're going to be seeing some really cool growth. And I hope we get to keep building on what we have because this has been an amazing ride with you guys.
I can't believe N2 just said that in the chat. I'm not going to repeat it.
I saw
but it's based on what I said.
Oh, I know. He picked up real quick. The audience picked up real fast.
That's
Again,
crazy.
but like
we got to trash the whole company.
But that's my fault. That's my fault because when I opened
Our
the episode
own
talking about how
company.
sexy, yeah, it's my fault. I'm doing this. I'm sorry, guys. I probably need to leave the KXI network. The KX shit. Whatever it was. Yeah, whatever it's called. you know, good times.
So, fellas,
Be a subsidiary of what we're doing. We gotta keep everyone involved. We can't just
No.
Here's the thing, Maury. So this past week,
Mhm.
I don't know. This thing has infested all of our streams, all of our social groups, and it's a pandemic at this point. We, for some reason, can't seem to not pause certain situations. It's been a thing. Like, I'm not joking. The last night, Heartless hopped into my stream just to say pause and leave
Crazy.
in the voice chat because somebody said something way out of pocket.
Sure.
He came in. The only words that was uttered from Heartless was pause, and he left.
It must have been very earned for Heartless to stop what he was doing to come in and say pause. It had to have been very earned. I don't even want to know what was said.
It was like a quick snipe. They had no clue what hit them at first.
Wow. Wow.
I was like, Jay, shout outs to Jay. Jay was like, did Heartless just hop into the Discord just to say pause and then just leave? I'm like, I believe so.
Sniped. Yo, when you think you're safe, Heartless is watching.
That's
that was
terrifying.
hilarious, bro. That was hilarious, bro. We need to clip that moment because that was funny as hell.
That's amazing. That's amazing. I love it.
But
I love
fellas, so you guys know what this is. It's very customary here for us to ask people what games you're playing this week. Maury, we'll start with you. Heartless, you're afterwards. What games are you guys playing?
Dude, been jumping around a lot. It's been a really busy week in gaming. Got the platinum for Astrobot. Definitely game of the year. Yeah, definitely game of the year. And we said it here first on Gamer Actual. Me and Germ did, and all of you laughed at us. So have fun at the Game Awards this year. Astrobot is definitely game of the year. Got that platinum. Played.
I like olives and mushrooms on my pizza. Just so you know.
Why would you just does that just speak to how poor your taste is in general? Like, is that why you didn't give Astrobot a fighting chance? Because you also have shit taste in pizza? I mean, what do you want me to...
Listen, just make sure you get it on my order, okay? That's all I gotta say.
That's crazy. No, that's crazy. I promise you right now, you will not be getting that pizza. But no, so I was playing some Astro. I also went back to a very well-known PlayStation exclusive, very controversial in the way it handled some topics, but I've never beaten it, and I enjoyed my time quite a bit, and that was with Detroit Become Human. Went back, beat Detroit Become Human. Yeah, it's been good. And outside of that, I just went for some easy plats, and I also tried out Warhammer. Warhammer is like not my cup of tea. Surprisingly enough.
You're gonna have to break that down for
wait. Did you play with friends or did you play by yourself?
I played alone. That's where you fall. That's where you failed. I get it. But as the guy who had this in his top 3 most anticipated, I thought it would have left me a little higher after 3 hours. Holy shit. I don't know how well Gears of War style gunplay, horde mechanics thrown in there too. I don't know how well that translates to 2024. Maybe for everybody else, it translates really, really well. It didn't really do it.
The game sat really high though on a lot of people's lists. Like it's getting high remarks.
I know people are saying it might be game of the year, and I'm baffled. I did not have that experience.
So listen, Trez is coming on next week. I'm gonna put that out there right now. Trez will be on the show next week, and I think we need to have our game of the year predictions, like our list for games that are like strong contenders for game of the year. How much is it? Like 5 games, right? I think we should do that.
They do 5 or 6. We should. Yes. We should. My question is, are you guys actually going to play Astro?
I'm willing to play Astro, sure.
You need
I don't have a PlayStation.
Just so
yeah,
all right.
Doesn't have a PlayStation.
All right, so you need to stream whatever you're playing on Astro so Heartless can see it. I'm sorry, I've taken up a lot of time. I've taken up a lot of time. No, Heartless, what have you been playing?
Yes.
What have I been playing? Unfortunately, I've been playing this game of life and trying to make sure I don't fall behind in school. But I've just been playing, keeping up as much as I can with Street Fighter, with the streams. And Cash and I have been focused really heavily on the development of the KXI network. That's been our main focus all week, really.
Yeah, we've been doing a lot. And there's a lot more things that we're cooking behind the scenes, guys, that we're not ready to share with you guys just yet. But just know there's some big things coming.
Yeah, I love gaming so much that I had to, cut back 1 week. So hopefully further develop what we have so I can go into a lifetime of gaming.
I love it. Cash, what about you? What were you playing?
So I picked up a little game that came out like 2-3 years ago. 2 years ago. It came out to a very rough start, and I didn't really like the game first time around. But now I got into it, and I'm reading it.
What game?
And you got Cyberpunk 2077. That game is friggin' phenomenal.
He's putting down Zelda for Cyberpunk.
What?
Cash, I didn't say I was going to put down. I said I'm going to beat Zelda first.
At first, he denied it. He said,
Yeah.
no, I'm not going to do that. At first, he denied it. And then while playing Cyberpunk midstream, he was like, I might just have to put down Zelda for this.
That's not what I said. I
That's
said I might have
terrible.
to beat
That's
Zelda.
I'm
terrible.
paraphrasing here to make him look bad. That's what he said.
Exactly. That's not what I said. That's not
Wow.
what I said.
Wow.
But no, the
Wow.
game's freaking awesome. The first time I played the game, I don't know, it just never really thanked to me. It just never really got me. But I feel like I don't know who said this. But they pointed out that maybe the fact that the game had so much controversy like surrounding it at its release, that kind of seeped into my
Opinion.
opinion
Sure.
a little bit. Even though I feel like I wasn't influenced by that, I know was, but I just didn't realize it. And I think
Yeah.
that's what happened.
I mean, I've given it
But the
3
game's
separate
good.
tries, and it's
Wait,
not
what
gotten to
game
me
is
yet.
Bello talking about?
3, me too. 3. It's my third time.
That's good news for me
My
then,
third time.
because I've taken 3 tries and it's not hit yet. So now I'm
Yeah.
hopeful that my fourth, if it was third for you, it might be fourth for me, that it finally clicks.
Yeah.
But like I
Bro-
bought like the Phantom Liberty edition for the PS5 like 2 months ago. So like I want to
I
love
actually
it.
want to play Phantom Liberty. I want to play Phantom Liberty.
I hear that's the best part of that game is that
Yeah.
that DLC. Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm. So I'm looking forward
Tough.
to it. I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, So let's not hark too long on this section. But yeah, Maury, I have a quick question for you though. I know
Yes.
that you got your channel blew up because of Concord, and I know you planned on doing something. Have you started that thing yet?
Dude, like this past week of streaming was hell. Like
Mhm.
just being honest. Never
Mhm.
had as much fun playing a game on stream as I did with Concord ever.
Yeah.
Everything else has fallen really flat. Narrative games, it's super hard for me to keep up with like chat and also like pay attention to what's going on in the
Into the game.
story.
Yeah, I get that. I get that.
So that's been a pain. So we're figuring it out right now. What I'm thinking is, with what a PlayStation head I am, is I'm thinking maybe we do a history of Sony as a channel where basically each
just
month
play.
I tackle a different dev's body of work. So I start with Naughty Dog, go to
I
Gorilla.
fucking love this idea. I will be
Yeah,
there.
that's hard. That's hard. So
Uh,
that's the thought. Me and Jake put that together. So I think it's good. I think
Shout
it's
out to
good.
Jake Twitching.
He's so
That's a
fucking great.
that's a dope idea, and I'm here for it. You should also promote that on social medias, bro. Just
Yeah.
to get people in. That's dope. That's dope. That's very dope. I love that.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. So
So
it's been fun.
what about the PC? That's what I really want to know about. What about
Yeah.
the PC?
So get this.
Mhm.
Since about half of what I would have made in that period, I
Mhm.
made in September.
Mhm.
They're not giving me enough to get the PC right now. Like, I guess it's going to hit tomorrow. I guess the Twitch money's going to
Yeah.
hit tomorrow. So I'm
Yeah.
just going to put it aside. And
But
then
the
when
whole
that next
first week of
check
September
hits,
is October.
do what?
For your payout, the whole everything you made in the first week of September, you're gonna get it on the 15th of October,
Of
though.
October. Yeah.
Then this is why, because it would have been it would
You're
have
not
been
gonna get the
time you
whole
got
amount.
paid. Yeah, it's how
Yeah.
you got
Every
paid.
month you get paid on the 15th of the next month.
Mhm.
Yeah, so that's why, because it didn't give me all of it or even most of it. Most of it is on the next check. So now it's just putting that money aside, and then in a month from now, the
Okay.
PC will
Don't buy
be
crack.
obtained.
Oh my
Just
god,
don't buy
bro.
crack.
I kind of thought about it. You know what I mean? Just a little bit. You know, just a sweet little hit, Heartless.
Ladies and
But no,
gentlemen, the views and opinions of the panel of Gamer Actual does not reflect the entire podcast or the platform of KXI Network.
we hope not,
Thank you.
because Heartless
Thank you.
definitely just told me to do crack on stream. Crazy.
Thank you.
Crazy.
No,
What a gift.
I
What a
said
gift.
don't do crack. Just getting
You
it
said-
out. there. I
yeah,
said
yeah.
Don't do crack.
Yes,
Yeah.
he said no. So you know what? I got to take that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm watching out for everyone.
Yes. Yes. So, all right. Okay. Back to what I was saying. So let's switch it up a little bit, guys. So we got a big panel this week. So more before we get into our main discussion, can you just kind of like let us know the games that got released this week? And guys, for further reference, we are going to give you guys just like the Cliff Notes version of the games that came out. If you want to see the full list, you're gonna have to check out our Reddit. So there we go. Maury,
Yeah.
what are the games that got released this week?
So yeah, we jumped around the list a little bit and picked out a solid 5. I think that's going to be the plan going forward. Is we're going to pick out 5 and move from there.
Yeah.
Numero uno was Rugrats Adventures in Gameland, which came out on the PS5, PS4, Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, Switch, and PC, all platforms. And that was on September 10th, and it's $25. I'd assume it centers around that show that is far too old for me to have remembered it. You guys probably grew up watching
don't
Rugrats.
say that.
but-
Don't
Wait,
say
wait,
that.
wait, 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 wait,
Don't
wait.
say that,
Wait,
bro.
what?
We have a host that doesn't remember the Rugrats.
He doesn't know the Rugrats. It's not remember. He does not know the Yo, when he said
I
that,
know.
have you guys seen that show, that clip, that viral video that went around on like Instagram or whatever with this guy whenever he pointed out like PlayStation 2 or PlayStation 3 games? It's like this guy kept feeling like he's getting shot every single time.
Yeah,
It's
that's
like, oh,
that's what
retro?
I felt like. That's what I
Yeah.
felt
That's
like.
what I felt just now.
Nah,
I felt
Yeah.
that
it
just
hurt
now,
my
bro.
soul. It hurt my
Bro.
soul.
I'm sorry. Like I had to. It was such an easy jab at you guys. I couldn't miss it. But no, I mean,
Jesus.
Look what
yeah, it's
Shank
probably.
said.
What did Shank say?
He said catching strays for your age is crazy.
That's
Facts,
what we do
though.
here. That's what we do.
That's
Hey,
crazy.
they get on me all the time for my youth and inexperience. I'm gonna get them for being fossils. Like, what are we talking about, bro?
You know what the crazy part is here? The fidelity of Rugrats games have not evolved in 20 years. I
No.
remember playing a Rugrats game as a kid that was more advanced than this.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Yeah. This is a cash grab more than anything. Pretty clearly. I doubt it has a lot of love. But let's see. Let's take a gander.
Yeah. So I think the idea is to actually, replicate that era of gaming, though. I really
at
feel
the
like
end of
that's
the
what
day,
this is.
This is all just Super Mario with skins.
That's it. That's it. It's a reskin Super Mario. I agree.
I mean, it's a platformer, yeah, but like,
Nah,
Yeah, I
that was
don't
me in
know.
full hating mode. Absolutely
Yeah,
full
that
hating
was.
Oh,
mode.
this is Super Mario. This is Super Mario. No. I agree. This is freaking Super Mario. Bro, that's Super Mario. What are we talking about?
yeah,
This is Super
maybe.
Mario.
Okay, the 8-bit mode is kind of cool.
Oh, this is cool.
that's
I like
cool.
this is Super Mario, bro. What are we talking about?
I mean, I don't know. It's a platformer. It's gonna have
Yeah.
something that
Some
reminds
elements.
you of Mario. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Because Mario's the greatest to
get
ever
it.
do it.
Mm-hmm. True.
Besides Astrobot. Astrobot is now the greatest platformer of all time. But,
Wow.
you know,
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
yeah,
Of course.
niche take. Yeah, I don't know. If you're a geezer and you're fossilized, and maybe this was a part of your childhood, maybe that speaks to you, not to me, and all my youth and
Wow.
vibrance. So
That's crazy.
Yeah,
The Rugrats not still running the show.
No, Rugrats are not
No.
on Nickelodeon anymore. I don't even. I barely
Wow.
think Nickelodeon even has any kind of
That's
like.
crazy.
animated
Why are they
TV
even making
show
this
that's-
game then?
It's just it's
To
for
get-
us. It's for older fans.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
not. It's not for kids. Well, yes, you could say it's for kids, but it's more for the older fans. It's for the people who grew up on it.
Yeah. So yeah, we had
Oh, yeah.
Rugrats.
Mhm.
Maybe something a little more beloved by people in my generation. Lollipop Chainsaw Repop released on the PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, Switch, and PC on September 12th at $44.99. Not a game that I played, but I know it's very loved, and I had a lot of people in my chat this week ranting about how excited they were for it. Did you guys
I'm
play
excited.
Lollipop Chainsaw?
No, I played it back in the day, but I'm actually excited for it. I
Tough.
got all the achievements as well, and I mean all of them. If you know what I mean.
What
ones
do you
who
mean by
know,
that?
the ones who knows.
No, we need to know.
Wow. Yeah. I think we do.
I promise it was an accident. That's all I'll say to the fans.
That's insane.
That's the name. That's the actual name of the achievement.
That makes it sound like you did some perverted shit.
I
Definitely.
don't know. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
You did some perverted shit, didn't you?
Listen, I wanted all the achievements, and I was
That's
going to get all the
crazy.
achievements by
The
any
Yeah.
means
things they
necessary.
do for platinums. wait. Which, by the way, speaking of platinums, Concord has a total number of 69 platinum holders, and we have the honor of having one of them be our co-host.
GWTmori. That's what's
Number
up.
30
That's
in the
what's
world,
up.
baby. Number 30 in the world.
That is
Number
incredible.
30 in the world. Yeah. Big flex.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this game was so horny. I remember all of this from all the promotional material that would have come out when I was much younger. And
Mhm.
yeah, I'd be lying if as a kid there wasn't a small part of me that thought about going to my evangelical parents and saying, hey guys, can I get Lollipop Chainsaw? But I knew I'd get my ass beat, so I decided not to. This game
Mhm.
is so horny, but it looks fun. It looks like a good
Yeah.
time. Yeah.
It
The
looks like a
gameplay,
choppy hack and slash.
but the gameplay to me almost reminds me of Bayonetta, the movement, and DM's Devil May Cry. There we go.
Yeah.
It,
Yeah, I
it
can see that.
reminds me of that. It does remind me of that. So I like the game for what it was. It's nothing to take too seriously. It's just to have fun, turn your brain off, and enjoy it. It's like an action blockbuster, bro. That's all it was.
Sure.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So it was fun.
Lollipop Chainsaw Repop is out now. We also had, and this is the one that I knew everyone in here was going to be very excited for, Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection, which oddly we spoke about this, only released on the PS4, Xbox, I guess that's probably Xbox One, or just all Xbox platforms, Switch, and PC on September 12th at $49.99, but no PS5 release.
Yeah, because it's already on PlayStation. It's on PlayStation.
And it's not cross-platform though, right?
It's not cross-platform. It's not cross-platform.
That is something that really bothers me about
it. Bothers me too. It does. It really does bother me too.
Do we have word on if that's coming?
I have no idea, but I know it's on thing though. It's on rollback netcode, so it's possible to come later down the line. I think they might be looking to see how many people actually get into like supporting the game before they invest into crossplay.
I'm gonna buy it either way.
Oh yeah, for sure, bro. I grew up on Marvel. Is my bread and butter.
I'm gonna have to learn a Marvel team.
Yes, you might have to.
Yeah, this game even speaks to me. As a guy who's a Marvel fan, knowing that you guys are fighting guys, this is my excuse to get in with you because I tried Street Fighter 6 and like we know it just didn't work. For me, it just didn't work. But if I'm getting to play as like one of the X-Men up against whoever the heck you guys want to play as, I feel like I'm gonna have a good time. So I might
this
be
could
buying
be his way
for
to
sure.
Street Fighter too, because there's Street Fighter characters.
Yeah. Favorite X-Men guys, go. I want you guys to give me your favorite at least one of your favorite X-Men characters.
Okay, Magneto, and it's not even close. Magneto is
he's actually top tier in the game.
Yeah, he's actually your broken character in this game. He's actually
really.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this looks awesome.
How about you, Heartless? Oh yeah, it is.
What about me? Who will I be playing?
Favorite
X-Men.
In this game, I like the character Cable.
Oh yeah, Cable is one of my favorites too.
Yeah,
Wolverine.
Wolverine hands down. Too. Cable's a really cool character.
Yeah, Wolverine hands down is my favorite
cool
character.
in this game.
Yeah, Cyclops
Storm as well.
Mm-hmm.
And Magneto.
I said one though.
Psylocke as well.
This motherfucker. Sorry.
Gosh, he's got a
Magneto.
List. He's got a list.
Sentinel.
Is he just going to name all of them?
I said Magneto twice, didn't I?
I think you did.
That's wild. Okay. Anyways.
But yeah, guys, I'm looking forward to this game. I'm looking forward to playing it.
Yeah, it looks good. It looks sexy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, Mori, by the way, now that you're saying to getting in with us, I want you to play Space Marines with us because we're gonna run the campaign. Heartless, Bello.
Yeah, Cash and I are gonna play it, beat it, and we're gonna try to do a video essay on it. So having you play at least a little bit with us will be really, really fun.
Yeah, I'm down to run. I'm down to run through the whole game. Let's just set up a schedule for it because I'm down.
Mm-hmm.
I'm down.
Okay.
We could honestly do it in like one long sitting.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes, no, maybe. Let's see. It all depends. Like
tough.
Because I think the campaign is like 10 hours.
Huh?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, let me move it. I'm gonna move it.
The campaign is like 10 hours. So if we can break it down to at least 2 10-hour campaign, 2 5-hour playthroughs, I think that's also possible. But it also depends on everybody else. So Bello and
is that better, guys?
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Good.
Much better.
Cool.
Well, yeah, guys.
Tough.
More, go ahead. But we're looking to start tomorrow. But I don't know what your schedule is like because I know you're going to be streaming.
Yeah,
we can make it a big guest star event.
Yeah, let's talk about times. Because what time are you guys thinking about streaming it?
We stream at night. I'm more of a nighttime streamer. You know that. I'm
10 p.m. situation. Will
Yeah,
be the
Yeah.
best time for all of us.
Yeah, 9,
That
10.
probably would work best for me anyway.
Yeah,
Yo, the whole campaign apparently is 10 hours.
yeah.
Yeah.
So if we can hammer that out in like 2 sittings, wham bam, thank you, ma'am.
We could
Easy.
also play it on easy mode if you want to make it. If you want to just,
No, I want to play
I don't want.
normal.
I wouldn't enjoy it.
No, I need
No.
optimal gameplay. I need optimum like difficulty, bro. No, we're I'm not saying super hard, but like
I will say this:
You want a
playing
challenge?
Halo on legendary mode is
yeah,
very rewarding. Is
Yeah.
very rewarding.
It is. It is. I did that with like Halo 4's campaign, I think, and I was in hell, but good times.
Hmm?
Well, yeah, we had Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection. We also had Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown, which released for the PS5, PS4, Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, Switch, and PC, all platforms, on September 12th at $49.99. It's a racing game. It looks good. I looked at the graphics before the show. The lighting
Mhm.
seems nice, but it's a racing game. If you want to play a
Is it
racing
a
game, I
remake?
feel like
I feel like
I
Test
don't
Drive is
think
an
so.
older title.
Is it?
Yeah, Test Drive is an older title. I'm pretty sure.
Is it a racing game or a racing simulator? Which I know they almost look the same, but like
Yeah,
My
Test Drive
underst-
is an older game. It's an older game.
Because it's developed by KT Racing, which I know is an older company or an older developer.
and confirming in the chat.
But is it a remake or is it just a new iteration
Yeah.
in the franchise?
I have no idea if this is a continuation of the older Test Drive games or if this is just a new IP.
Well-
I'm not sure.
Well, I can tell you this. Might be worth a
First
skip.
release in 1987. First
Oh
release
my
in
God.
1987. So it's an old game.
Well-
I knew I know that name.
Well, if it had any trouble in 1987, ladies and gentlemen, it's got nothing on the problems it has now. It got a 5 on IGN. 5.
Oh my god. A
5. 6 on Steam. 5 on IGN.
Jesus. Yeah, that's not
Not great.
pretty. That's not,
Yeah.
not great.
Yeah, so maybe we skip Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown.
Was
But
there another game that got,
a 5 out of
4?
10? Yeah, yeah. Cash, what a great
What
segue
game was
into
that? Right.
Funko Fusion, which released on PC and consoles on September 13th at $49.99. Guys, if you guys don't know, if you look right there in my camera, you see just a couple Funkos. That's like 7 of 200 plus. I am a Funko fanatic. But when they told me, hey, we're making a Funko Pop game, even I knew to stay the heck away from it. For the record, we all know why. Funko Fusion got a 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10, Cash.
I wonder
5
how
out of
the
10.
licensing work. How does the licensing work in that game though? Do they pay or
Dude.
does the company pays them? Like I want to know the legalities behind this game.
You know what
I'm
I
very
think it is?
interested. Well,
Similar to how LeBron James is in Space Jam, and
Mhm.
and they're allowed to license that character out.
mhm.
So they put him in, what is it, multiverses?
Multiverses.
What
yeah.
is what's
Oh.
his name? King
Bron.
James.
King James. Oh yeah, yeah.
It's
you're
not
right.
LeBron James.
Wait, I thought his name
Mm.
was LeBron James in Multiverses.
Is it?
I think it is.
Is it?
What?
But
I'm-
but even if it's LeBron James, he's not LeBron James.
It's-
He's LeBron
yeah.
James from Space Jam.
Well,
Sure,
that's
sure,
true.
sure.
I thought in the pre-release of the game, wasn't it King James?
I'm not sure. I'd have to double check on that, so I don't want to confirm
It's King
or
James. It's,
deny.
it's King James in multiverses. Shank confirmed.
Wow.
They're not licensing
Why
out
didn't-
LeBron James' name, LeBron James' likelihood. They're licensing out the character from. So
Space
in
Jam.
a similar fashion, I think Funko Pop, once they get the licensing from a character from, let's say, Star Wars, they
Mhm.
then convert that into a new character, which is the Star Wars in the Funko Pop universe.
So
And
Funko, and there's put Funko at the front of the name. Funko, Indiana Jones. Funko.
Exactly. And then
Sure.
Funko has the rights to Funko Indiana Jones. They don't have the rights to Indiana Jones. They have the rights to Funko Indiana Jones. And then they make the game
See,
with those rights.
That's so interesting. I don't know what the legality is behind this, but in Astrobot specifically, all the cameos
Yeah.
they have for different bots throughout PlayStation's history, they don't actually name them the names. Like Laura Croft's bot is not named Laura Croft. It's like Mischievous Explorer or something like that. And I
It's
wonder
just
if that's
almost like
similar.
a description. It's
probably
like a
something similar there.
description. So they use a
Yeah.
description for them as opposed to the actual name. Oh, okay.
Right. And it's
Yeah,
the exact
they know what
outfit.
they're doing. Mhm.
Oh, because
no, I
you
can
know,
tell. I saw
it's-
it. I saw it.
Yeah.
I saw it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But yeah, those were 5 games that released this week. I don't know.
Mhm.
That's
All
it.
right. Again, yeah, and again, was there more, Maury? Were there more games that got released?
Oh, yeah, there were plenty more. If you
So
wanted
where
to know
can
where
we
to find
work?
those,
There we go. There we go.
you know,
See what I'm doing? See what I was
maybe
doing?
you
That was
go.
a layup, bro.
That was an alley oop. That was LeBron and D Wade. You just threw me the
Yeah.
dunk. I just
Yeah.
2011
Um,
Miami.
Absolutely.
Facts, though.
Absolutely. No, guys, if you guys want to know the other games that released this week, what platforms they released on, the price they released at, you should go check out our Reddit forum. Can we get a link for that in the chat by chance?
So
yeah.
by next week we will have a shortcut for the Reddit. Just exclamation mark Reddit. Just,
I think we do have a shortcut. His name is Germ.
Executive producer, baby.
Executive producer.
I just get a feeling that it's gonna pop up in the chat any minute. That's all I'm saying. So is it time to get the guest on?
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this person that we're having on tonight is a Street Fighter extraordinaire, a master Akimane. Is he a master Zangief as well? He is a master Zangief, right?
Yes.
And I think he's pretty close, if not already, a master Akuma.
Is he not already the Fight Night Friday defending? He's our current defending champion.
He's our current defending champ for Fight Night Friday. But not only that, he's also working on a very super secret, very top secret project that will be featured on the KXI network weekly that we're working on. I know I repeated that twice. Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only Uncle Shank. Let's go.
Hey,
what's up, Shank?
New angle.
What's good? What's good? What's good?
What's up? What's up?
What's up, everybody?
Can y'all, are y'all hearing that? I hope y'all are hearing that.
We hear
that,
we
bro.
hear.
Massive
Yeah,
roar
we
of applause.
heard
There
we
we
hear
go.
it, we hear
it.
Welcome in. Yeah, what's good, Shank? How are you, bro?
I'm doing good. I'm doing fantastic. How are y'all doing
Yeah.
today?
Yeah, we chilling right now,
Great.
bro. We're chilling. Yo, that mask is kind of crazy though.
That mask is staying there. That mask is staying. Yeah? That's a old Halloween mask that my friend and I bought from Walmart. He has a magic one.
Watching over you?
Sometimes.
Nah, I can't do that.
Sometimes I watch sometimes I watch old replays of times that I lost really badly, and I like stew over them with the mask on like an evil villain.
No, that's diabolical. Fuck? That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yo, I can almost picture it.
Listen, okay. This didn't show up on Fight Night Friday, but on my player card, I did write like what my goal was in the FGC. My goal literally says, I want to be the reason players start their villain arc in the FGC.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Wow.
I got the Pokemon in the back. Cash got the Cash studio set up. Maury got the statues, the figurines, and
he has the master of a serial killer.
Shank literally is standing on his name with the mask back there.
Yeah.
Facts,
yeah.
Bro.
Real bad man.
Don't forget.
That's wild.
I'm still Uncle Shank. Okay, so never forget.
Oh yeah, the shades.
Not the shades.
The shades.
Not the shades.
I dig it.
I haven't worn them in a while.
Okay,
but they're still here.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's tough.
But yeah, guys. So this week you got a stacked news section. So first and foremost, the CEO of Palworld developer Pocket Pierre says he's not yet sure whether to take the game free to play. What do you guys think? Do you think it's a good idea for Palworld to go free to play first and foremost? Maury, I'll start with you. No, maybe take that back. Shank, I'll start with you. Then we'll go to Maury, then Heartless. What are your thoughts,
Shank? I don't think he should go free to play. And here's why. First of all, the gaming market, the industry as itself, in itself, is just so saturated with so many free to play games. There will come a point where studios cannot be sustainable with a free to play model. And I understand it is a live service game. I hate using that word, but I think for the type of game that it is, with the amount of content that's in it,
Mhm.
I think it's staying as a pay-to-play game
Mhm.
is fine. I think it's fine as is.
I wonder why that was a strong like consideration for them. Are they losing their player base? Like I didn't check before we started, but where are they sitting when it comes to Steam? That's my question.
I mean, you have to assume just as time goes on, the numbers dropping. It may not
Drop,
be
They
a
yeah.
still got
massive.
players though. They still got players.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, I think it's that question of how do you keep pulling in money off of the product,
Well,
right?
I
Because
have
if
a
they're
few
going to continue to
questions.
update it, yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Well, like the game it's still an early release, right?
Yeah, it's still in early access.
They haven't released the game.
The game's not actually released yet.
What's the price going to be for the game when they release it? It was $25 in early access. Does that mean
Mhm.
it's going to be $40, $50 on release? Will the PvP be ironed out? Because like at some point, people are gonna once they grind to level 50, how much more can you do? You know what I'm
Not
saying?
only
Sure.
that, the other question, the question that also arises is about the people that already spent their money buying this game. If you make the game free to play, how are they going to benefit from this now new free to play model?
Yeah,
I
that
mean, you
screws
can't think like that.
everyone over. It does, but it does screw them over though.
Yeah,
It's
you,
like
you kind of do. You kind of
Why? Because
do.
you bought the game in early access and then it releases for free.
Free, exactly. What
I
are
mean,
your
that
thoughts?
is a very egotistical way of thinking about it, no?
I mean, but the general consumer is going to
Self-centered
think
way.
like that. But yeah, but the general consumer will think like that.
I mean, you're right. You're right.
Yeah,
Maury,
I
what do you
understand.
think, Maury?
Yeah, I think just analyzing it from a distance, the amount of time it takes to get a game that has been set up to be a base product that does not expand to a product that
Mhm.
can expand is so long. Like trying to build those systems into a game, trying to build a live service system in, trying to build in a microtransaction center, trying to like build a model that's going to allow you to consistently make cash off a product that you originally intended to be purchased in one buying session.
Right.
That takes so long. That takes so long. So it's not just that it would be a massive undertaking, it's that it would require so much of this team's attention that I think any updates they're putting out now would cease for like a year and a half to 2 years. And I think at that point you kill your player base anyway, right? If you leave Palworld in whatever state it's in right now for 2 years time for the sake of trying to get it to a place where you can have it in a live service model, I don't think that
They made a lot
translates
of
well to
money,
the
bro.
consumer.
They made a lot of money.
I
Yeah,
know,
they
and trust me,
definitely did.
and that's the thing. It's like I don't know. I feel like what they should really be analyzing is doing
$500
some sort of
million.
oof.
well, that's awesome, and that's the thing. That's great. I think all they need to do now is just instead of releasing your updates for free, make them a little bit more content heavy, and maybe release them at a
Mhm.
price point, and also get the game to its final destination before you start deciding. Well, I was going to say
Correct.
before you just start deciding what model you're going to take, but I guess that's probably why they're doing this now. They're like, well, we're not at early access. We only ask people for $25 instead of 50. Maybe we decide now if we want it to be live service or not, so we don't get that upcharge to other customers of $50, which may be received even more poorly than the people that have already paid 25. For me, I think you stay away from that live service title. I think you release your content in heavy packages at like that $10, $15 price point. Put those out to your community, put those out to your player base, because that's what gamers want right now anyway. They don't want any more live service shit. Maybe they want DLC, but they don't want live service shit. They
Right.
don't want battle passes and microtransactions. They don't.
They don't. Yeah, I think they should more focus on like expansions for this game because they dropped a new world about a month ago, I think, and I think
Yeah.
people ate that up. They really loved that.
Oh, they're
But
still
let's
eating
kind of
it up.
yeah. So we haven't gotten back into Palworld. It's been a while since I played the game. I feel like that week or so, like probably 3 weeks after the game came out, we kind of like just went right back to Street Fighter. But that's just because we're kind of like we're fighting game fans. But and that doesn't take away from Palworld. Palworld is a fun game. I would love to revisit the game at some point.
I have one thing to point out. And Shank, you got something to say?
Yeah.
I was just gonna say the Steam charts are still showing it at a pretty decent level. There's as of right now, as of 8 minutes ago, there's still 18,000 players.
Yeah. So there's a lot of players, bro.
And the thing that I want to point out is very rarely, like look what happened to Concord. They released a game that they tried to charge people to play, and people were mad that people were charging. The people would ask for money for their work, right? But Palworld asked people for money and people paid it. It's it's like if you have a chance to sell your product for money and people are willing to pay it, then why give that up? You know?
Right.
Yeah.
I'm in total agreement with that.
Yeah. So let's check out this article from VGC, and this was written by Chris Scullion. I hope I'm saying that correctly. If I butcher your name, I apologize. Please don't sue. The CEO of Power developer Pocket Pair says he's not yet sure whether to take the game free to play or turn it into a live service game over time, which I totally disagree on. In an interview with ASCC, Pocket Pair CEO Takuro Mazobi was asked about long-term plans for the future of Power. Mazobi replied, "To be honest, things aren't decided yet. Going to explain that while a shift to live service model would be beneficial for the business." So basically, he's saying if he's going to be shifting to live service, he wants to make sure they know right now so they can then inform their player base. Is essentially what he's saying. When you think about it from a business perspective, making it a live service game would extend its lifespan. No, we could also kill it and make it more stable in terms of profitability, Mizobu said. So I think that's what they're more concerned about. That's just like maintaining profitability. But is there like an additional like package that you pay for when the game releases? Like after you pay for this game, is there anything additional like passes or so I think that's what they're concerned about. They're concerned about like once they sell this game, they can't make any more money off of it. I think that's what they're concerned about. And
Yeah, I
again,
was
as a
gonna say.
business, the bottom line is to make money, and I think that's what they're trying to figure out.
Sure.
Yeah,
Sure.
Maury,
I was
go
gonna
ahead.
say, like, yeah,
Mhm.
as great as the 18,000 players might be, the only number that's relevant to, the only time a Steam number is relevant to a product is if it's live service. Because what that means
Right.
is you have 18,000 people looking at your storefront every day. If you have no storefront, if you have no microtransaction, it's like if I'm playing God of War 5 years after launch and I see 10,000 people are playing it, that
Yeah,
doesn't mean Sony
it
Santa
does.
Monica is making money off of it. You know what I mean?
Right, true.
Like,
True.
yeah.
You know what this reminds me of a healthy medium for this, I think, would to add a storefront. So you can add cosmetics to the game, add like not skins, but like I guess you can say like outfits for your pals. Like I guess you could say accessories that you could put on your pals. I think that would be an amazing idea that you can actually have a storefront while still charging that $24 entry fee. I think that's a good
Sure.
idea, but that's just an opinion. What are your thoughts?
Yeah. I think it would work
Mhm.
well. It's still microtransactions and building a microtransaction storefront, figuring out what those prices are, being able to put out content at a rapid enough rate that you're able to consistently make money off that store. It's still an uphill battle. And if your studio hasn't been designed around that idea of making a game that does that, you're going to have a
Mhm.
hard time in that transition. And I think even
Question.
that's going to take a long time. Yeah.
Question.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
are we as consumers somewhere in the middle between saying developers need to survive, we can't keep laying off developers, they have to make money off their product, and then being mad at them for selling skins?
I think it
At that
depends.
point,
Sometimes,
yeah.
sorry, go ahead, Maury, and I hear my point.
No, Cash, come here. I want to hear you, baby. Come on, talk to me.
So I feel like
Talk to me.
so it's all about it. All comes down to the approach, right? It all comes down to how you are pitching this storefront to your player base. It can't be predatory. It can't be like Call of Duty. I feel like Call of Duty is very predatory, bro.
I was really hoping you would
I'm
say
sorry.
that.
I'm sorry. Call of
Yeah.
Duty is very predatory when it comes to their storefront. So it can't be like that. I don't know. What do you guys think would be like the best storefront that you've seen so far? What game do you think presents the best storefront?
Game costs money but cheap. Storefront sells skins, but you don't need to buy anything for you to be competitive in the game.
Mhm.
Characters are never locked behind money.
But what storefront do you think conveys that best?
Overwatch.
Here's my thing. Here's my thing. Yeah, I don't even think and here's why I don't even think Overwatch does it well, right? Like, here's the reality. Ideally, and I don't think it's a fair comparison because Overwatch is free to play. People have paid money to play this game. So I think when we're talking about this, we're talking about like games that you paid for. That's crazy. My point exactly. Games you've paid for that get a storefront added eventually. A perfect example would have been Concord if we saw the way that it would have panned out. Now we never will. I don't think we will.
I wish they did that. I wish they could do that.
Well, and that's what they were gonna do, and that's the shame.
Let
but
them
like,
succeed.
ideally,
Let them make money. They worked hard on this game.
And it fucks. It's a great game. I apologize for saying
it's an open market. They can make their product, and they spend $100 million on it, and they say we've spent $100 million on it. We put our heart and soul and our time plus $100 million. We think it's worth $300 million, and this is the price for it. It's an open market. Love it, hate it, buy it, don't buy it. It is what it is. The consumers will speak, but they should feel comfortable trying to survive,
Right. See, and this is the problem, is that this is where you get to the dilemma, right? If the purpose of this studio adding a cosmetic store is to try to get Palworld to exist for 10 years plus, I think that's where consumers start to get frustrated, right? Like, if I put money into your title, the reason why is because I do want to play this title for a certain number of years, but I want you to make the next thing too, right? I was happy to put $40 into because that's the thing. Like, when I put $40 into Concord, I'm not saying, hey, I want this game to be around in 20 years. I'm saying I'd love to play this game for a good 5, and I'd love for you to reveal to me what Concord 2 or the sequel looks like in about 5 years from now.
They also have to let you bring your accolades from one game to the next.
And unfortunately, very few companies are able to do that just because of how painful it is to get all that data across the
integration. I know.
Title.
I agree.
Yeah.
That's why Mass Effect was such a phenomenal game. That's why people love Mass Effect that much.
They need to figure it out. Let you keep your skins from one game. All the stuff you earn on one game, you could bring it to the next iteration of that game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I think that's the problem that Palworld faces now is if your purpose of putting a storefront in here is to make this game last 15 years, the reality is we want to see you create a new iteration of whatever this game looks like.
The game hasn't released yet.
All the things.
It hasn't released yet.
There, and even that, right? Why are we talking about a storefront? Why are we talking about going live service when like your game is still in early access? I get it. They're trying to save money for consumers, but I don't know. Palworld seems like kind of a mess right now. Personally, I think it seems like a mess. I don't know.
Yeah. We got to try it.
So I'm just going to shout out to Evil Juju in this side. He said, I don't think gamers nowadays know the power of good subscription models like traditional MMOs that model built Blizzard. Yeah, that's true. With World of Warcraft, I think also did it very well in terms of Blizzard games. Yes, you're right. I can see that. I can see what you mean. But is it still a subscription-based service like World of Warcraft? I haven't played World of Warcraft in years.
I believe it is.
That's crazy though. Imagine playing World of Warcraft for 7 years. You spent like $1,000 on that damn game.
Jesus. Yeah. How much is it now? Because it can't still be $10.
I bet you consumers get addicted. They start robbing their parents to pay for their World of Warcraft subscription.
Man said 20 years, bro. Imagine 20 years. You're paying $10 for 20 years.
Dude, I've been playing PSO2 literally since it came out in America in 2020. I have spent a good $3,000 on that game, and there you don't need to spend any money on that game whatsoever to really enjoy it. It's $3,000 on straight cosmetics, and it's not predatory in the slightest.
Bro. Are you sure about that?
If you were playing World of Warcraft for 20 years,
that's $100 a month. Shank, that's $100 a month you spent on cosmetics on PSO.
I'm well aware.
Okay.
Bro, wait. If you were playing World of Warcraft at $10 a month for 20 years, you have spent $2,400, sir. That is wild to even think about, bro.
That's rent.
And when you account for inflation, it's like you spent.
It's really more than that.
$4,500,
bro. That's nuts, B. Listen. But yeah, bro. This with I don't know, because they might switch this to a live service model and actually do pretty damn well. that's the crazy part because I feel like this game has a lot of qualities that I think would help it to survive as a live service game. In my opinion, I don't know how you guys feel about that,
I
but
think it
based
would
on the
do
stuff that I've
well.
seen, yeah,
Honestly, I think it would do well.
yeah. But
They need to add more Pokemon. I mean, pals.
pals,
They
Legally
need to add more
distinct.
pals.
might say
Yeah.
legally distinct. Wow. But yeah, guys, in other news, there has been way more layoffs at Microsoft. They're sitting at 650 more to be exact.
Yeah.
God damn.
It's insane. Things are not looking good for Xbox. I'm gonna be honest. Also,
Mhm.
one source told Stephen Tortillo that the layoffs will affect developers working on Warcraft. Oh, Warcraft Rumble. That game, I just saw this game this week, which is crazy. So that means if they're getting affected, I don't know what that would look like.
They're not
And
getting
Call
shut
of
down
Duty,
though.
no, they're not. And Call of Duty Warzone mobile, it looks like the game didn't live up to the company's expectations, but there are currently no plans to shut them down. So this is also being reported by the Game World Observer. What do you guys think is really like happening over there at Xbox? What are your thoughts? Maury, I want to start with you. Then we can work our way.
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's pretty evident what Microsoft has been up to over the last year and a half, 2 years. They're cutting down what they didn't want from the acquisitions, right?
Yeah.
So you
Mhm.
take a look at what they did with Tango GameWorks. Clearly, whatever Tango GameWorks was producing in Hi-Fi Rush was not something that Microsoft saw as beneficial to being a part of their platform push going forward, right? Clearly,
Mhm.
these mobile games like Warcraft Rumble and Call of Duty Warzone Mobile are not living up to the expectations that they had for them. And why would they when you have a giant like, Candy Crush? Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
They have the definitive
Microsoft's a
mobile.
conglomerate.
It's right. And this is
Yeah.
the thing. When they made all these big acquisitions and they took on all these different companies, these different developers, there were probably some of these devs that they didn't want. And at the end of the day, you could probably argue that a Call of Duty Warzone mobile is probably costing you more money than it's earning you. So whether or not I agree, right? Agreeing with layoffs is stupid. Whether or not I sympathize with the people who have been laid off is one thing. Understanding it is something completely different. Microsoft bought a ton of companies together, and there's a good chance that it was only a certain group of those developers slash companies slash products slash IPs slash franchises that they really wanted to integrate into their plan going forward. And I think this is just what's happening in the meantime. They're going to start cutting down like they have been already for the last year and a half. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Jack, what do you think?
So I did read up on this earlier this week. Apparently the most of the positions that are being let go are positions that Microsoft deemed to be redundant in a sense. So probably like some people that are in marketing, like they're like different teams that can be consolidated into one team to do one specific thing. I think that's what it is. It still sucks. It still sucks, and I still feel like they probably should have gone a different route instead of just letting 650 people go. But I don't know. I feel like it's more of a restructuring
Mhm.
effort than anything else.
I blame the seller.
Activision?
Yeah. These are your studios. You sell your company. It's like selling an apartment building, and the new landlord, the new person who buys it wants to tear down the building and build a new building, and
I
everything.
wonder what's
literally
the
what it is.
rationale.
It's
True,
yeah.
true. What's the rationale behind like why did Activision agree to selling is what I'm thinking.
It's the biggest acquisition in history. They made way more money than they were worth. Way more than they were worth. 80
Mm.
something billion dollars. Like everybody who sold that company got paid. Like
And
they are
Microsoft
living in a,
wants to corner the market.
They kind of
yeah,
do.
yeah.
Which
So
is why PlayStation was fighting it that hard too, because they didn't want.
That
They were
that's
saying
their
it's a
value.
monopoly. Yeah, yeah.
And then
They
Sony
were
started doing
saying
the
this
same
was a
thing anyway.
monopoly. I mean, yeah, they pretty much did. Because what company did they acquire? Did Sony acquire a company recently this year, or was that late last year? I feel
Sony's
like it was
acquired
late
some
last
really
year.
they've acquired some
Like,
really small
yeah,
developers.
yeah. Mhm.
They're nowhere near what Microsoft's up to. Nowhere near
Oh,
because
no,
they
no.
just don't have
No, no, no.
the money. They just
Mhm.
don't. Yeah.
Yeah. So speaking of layoffs, another company, Annapurna, had a mass layoff. I think their entire staff, Annapurna Interactive.
It's not a layoff. They resigned.
It's a
No, not a layoff.
resignation.
I take that back. It's a resignation. I take that
Yeah.
back. I misspoke. They had a mass resignation, which is insane. I don't think we've ever seen this in the games industry before. So it says, Annapurna Interactive, the makers of Edith Finch and Outer Worlds, Kentucky Route Zero, Neon White, Stray, and Cocoon, has been in talks with Annapurna Pictures founders Megan Ellison about spinning off the game's publisher into an independent entity, according to Bloomberg. The parties didn't reach an agreement. As a result, Annapurna Interactive president Nathan Gary and other executives resigned, followed by the workers, all 25 employees. So when I first read this, when you hear like all the employees left, you're thinking of a bigger number. But now this is not that outrageous when you see all 25 employees left the company after negotiations failed. Now, but that's still a big deal. That's
Yeah.
wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shank, what are your thoughts about the situation? I feel again, this is like the first time we've ever seen anything like this in the games industry. I feel like.
Goes back to what I said earlier about Microsoft. It sounds like they were trying to do some sort of corporate restructuring, and the actual dev studio, they were not comfortable with it. That's what comes across. That's what it comes across as to me, as they were just not comfortable with the way management was running things at a higher level, and they just wanted to do their own thing, and they were not being allowed to do what they needed to do to reach the success that they wanted. That's what that comes across as to me.
Yeah, I can feel that. Shout outs to Evil Juju in the chat. He just said, I bet they redo the company under a new name. I think that's very possible. That is very possible. But Maury, what are your thoughts about the situation?
Yeah, clearly Annapurna Interactive wanted more autonomy, and with the oversight of Annapurna Pictures, clearly wasn't working out for them anymore. To work in the video games industry and to be so put off by your owner that all 25 of you resign in an industry where it's so hard to get another job,
Not a
like,
good
is
look.
insane. It's not a good look. And whatever it says about Annapurna Interactive, I think it speaks so much to what's going on over there. They must have just had like their foot on Annapurna Interactive's necks. Annapurna Pictures had their foot on Annapurna Interactive's necks. Clearly, they wanted to go off and do their own thing. They were tired of the oversight, and that didn't work out. To leave a job in this industry is crazy. Like, insane.
True.
For all 25 to resign at once is insane. So I don't even know what's going on over there. My understanding is that it's not going to impact other studios working with Annapurna Interactive on their titles, not in like any major way to where there'll be any like cancellations. Regardless, though, 25 people leaving their jobs in this industry is insane, but probably comforting. You know, if you're somebody that works in the industry and you feel like your conditions aren't really working for you, maybe if these 25 go off and make another sort of company, another developer, and they're able to get some good IP to work with, maybe that'll encourage more people to leave jobs that they're tired of in this industry. So I don't know.
That's fair. That's fair. So let's read an excerpt from Game World Observer, which says, Ellison told Bloomberg that our top priority is to continue to support our developers and publishing partners during the transition, adding the company will continue to expand its presence in the interactive entertainment space. Hector Sanchez, who co-founded Annapurna Interactive in 2016, took over as the new president. His previous position included producer roles at Midway, and PlayStation, as well as head of content strategy for UEFN and Epic Games. According to sources, Familiar with the matter, Sanchez told developer partner that Annapurna Interactive remains committed to existing contracts. So I think they're also working with Remedy, because it says Remedy Communications Director Thomas Hua, I hope I'm saying that correctly, noted that this situation won't affect the studio's deal with Annapurna Pictures, which will fund 50% of Control 2 and receive rights to film and TV adaptations of Control and Alan Wake franchise. That's a good thing. So how is that going to play out then? The fact that they've resigned, are they going to hire new people, or is because it's this contract is with Annapurna Interactive. So even if these people leave, they can't spin off a new studio and then work with Remedy. So I don't know what
No.
that would look like. It's with Annapurna. So are they going to hire a new team to then get back to work?
They'll take the
What is
money,
it
hire a
gonna-
new team. I think.
hire a new team. That's what I'm assuming as well.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think that's what's going to happen. So
Yeah.
they were working on Alan Wake.
Well,
They were
You
working
said
on
you don't.
Control
You see what
2.
you just said? You said you don't need a devs for movie deals or TV or streaming deals, and you said it was it was a movie they were developing
This says
or something for
50%
Alan Wake.
film and TV
So-
adaptation. Yeah, you're right.
yeah, the
Mhm.
way it works is that because Annapurna is a publisher, they
Oh,
basically
the
were giving.
film.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. They were giving the trade-off was we'll help you with 50% of your cost to put out Control 2, but you got to give us the right to like adapt it because remember,
In
Annapurna Interactive is owned by Annapurna Pictures, which does
Pictures,
movies,
yeah.
shows,
movies. Yeah.
things of that nature. So that's their trade-off. That's why they got into the publishing business was it gave them a foothold in our industry to be able to spin off products and spin off shows and movies. And that's the whole reason that they made Annapurna Interactive. So yeah.
What's another notable game from Annapurna? Like a notable movie from Annapurna? That's a good question. I can't
Ooh,
think of
I
I
that.
don't know,
know.
but I have Stray.
You do? I've never played.
I did
Stray.
I
too.
have it.
I do too. It was fun. And then Outer Wilds is one of the best indies ever made. Neon White is
Yeah.
loved. And then Cocoon
Yeah.
I heard was exceptional as well. So like they helped work on a lot of really great games and publish a lot of really great stuff. I don't think that changes because the team left. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
So
Yeah.
Annapurna, so they worked on Sausage Party Foodtopia. So that's the TV show that's on, I think, Amazon.
Not Sausage Party. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
Nimona.
That's crazy.
Nimona is another one they worked on that I didn't know. I didn't even know about that.
Why'd you say Sausage Party so
what-
casually? That's such a crazy title for them to have worked on it. You said
Because
it, like
it was
just
at
normal.
the top. What do you want me to say? It was at the first.
Nah,
That
bro.
it's the second one. They also,
That's
I
freaky.
guess, they're also responsible for Night Bitch. I don't even know what this movie is, but that's a hell of a title.
Yeah. Clearly,
Yeah,
they wanted to do something other
Jesus.
than Sausage Party, and that's why they started working within the video games industry. So
They did.
yeah, and I get it.
They did the Ballad of Buster Scruggs. I didn't know that. That's interesting.
I don't even know what that is. That's crazy. Yeah.
It's on
Yeah.
Netflix. I definitely recommend it. It's short, but it's a good laugh. It's a good.
Oh,
cheap
they
laugh.
also
Okay.
they're also responsible for the Pam and Tommy the biopic with Sebastian Stan, and I don't know who that actress is. I'm sorry, I don't. Her name escapes me right now. But yeah, I guess they're in charge for a few. No major hits though, but like some notable stuff.
They did American Hustle and Zero
Oh, did
Dark
they?
30.
With
Yeah.
Bradley Cooper and Jennifer
Yeah.
Lawrence.
Oh, I did not know that.
They got a few hits on their resume.
Yeah, I'm looking at their
Hmm.
website right now.
That was a good movie.
Yeah, Vice. They also did Vice.
Zero Dark 30.
Mm-hmm.
They got some
Ballad of
hits.
Buster Scruggs. Yeah, they do. They do. They definitely do. Sorry to Bother You. They were also in charge of that. So yeah, they got a few. But yeah, it's like Maury said. It's like they were really trying to break into the industry. I feel like a lot of, I guess you could say, movie studios are actually trying to do that as well. Because again, video games, it's the next form of entertainment, like mainstream entertainment. It's even more profitable than film currently. So let's keep it real.
Yes. Yes.
Of course, they're gonna want to get into this industry in any way, shape, or form they can. So I get it. I totally get it.
Sure.
But yeah, and we're kind of burning through these notes pretty fast too, guys. I'm proud of us. I'm proud of us.
Oh, this next one,
So, but yes,
Yeah, this
this
next
next
one's
one
gonna
is
take a
actually
minute.
pretty big. This
And I got
next
some
one's pretty
controversial
big.
takes.
I have some myself, and this is going to be
Wow.
very interesting, guys. So, if unless you were living under a rock this week, Sony officially announced the PS5 Pro, and might I add, without a disc tray
Ugh,
and without a stand,
I'm bitter. I'm bitter. I'm bitter. Ugh.
and at the price point of 700 USD. Shank, I want to hear your opinions, and then Maury, and then I can hop on, or Heartless can chime in.
I'm so incredibly disappointed.
Mhm.
I cannot put it into words. I'm okay. Here's the thing, right? As far I'm a numbers guy, right? I'm looking at the performance numbers compared to the price, right? In comparison to a PC of similar metrics, it is a much cheaper option if you want to get into gaming. It is a much cheaper option. I mean, just looking at the GPU itself, the only comparable GPU is a
RTX 6800.
Thank you, and if you you can go on Amazon right now, and it's like $500-$600 just for the GPU.
And then you need an i9 to run that shit.
And then you got to get the chassis, you got to get a CPU, you got to get the storage. It after a while, yes, the PC is going to cost more than the PlayStation 5 Pro. Assuming that you're going for a comparable build, it's going to cost way more. The problem is the cost over time isn't justifiable. If we're also taking into consideration that you have PlayStation Plus, I think it's still called PlayStation Plus. I don't know. I don't have PlayStation anymore, but over time, you're not going to see the value as much, especially considering the versatility of a PC itself. You're not going to see that versatility over time. You're not going to see that value over time. And what's even more of a slap in the face is you're selling a vertical stand for $30, right? Just so it can sit upright. And because it doesn't come with a disc, if you still want to have all of your games physically, you got to buy an additional disc drive with it. So you're putting even more value on something that's not going to hold its value long term, like a PC would.
So Reaper is kind of going off in the chat, so he's actually disagreeing.
Yeah, he's okay. So I want to say this real quick, Shank. I did the math too, and I'm not a PC guy. My understanding is that emphatically you cannot build a PC at this power rate for that price point. Now, I have my complaints. You can't. I'm with Shank on this. I saw a lot of guys on the internet, a lot of PC guys on Twitter.
$2,500.
I hate to say this, like it's wrong. Like saying that you can build a PS5 Pro at that same price point in a PC, it's just emphatically wrong. It's untrue. With that said, I do have other thoughts. If Cash, can I go in? Can I dip into this
Go ahead.
juicy topic? Listen.
Go ahead.
I want to open by saying I liked what Shank was talking about a second ago. It feels like such a middle finger to not put the vertical stand in the package. That's just number one. I'm super bothered by that. I'm super bothered by that as a consumer because you really upcharged me $30 when you could have just thrown it in there. I'm already giving you $700. It's petty. Here's the reality. I looked at all the inflation numbers, all that. $700 in today's market it feels like it's way more than $700. I think that's because of a lot of different factors. But when you actually take a look at inflation, this hardware would have been about $600 when the PS5 came out, and the PS5 would have been about $400. So you have about a $200 increase. That's not terrible. It doesn't feel great in today's market, though, despite what the inflation numbers may be. My other argument with this is the way that they are measuring how much better the PS5 Pro is compared to the standard PS5 is outrageous. Because guess what, guys? You're not just going to get ray tracing. You're going to get triple ray tracing. What the hell does that mean? What is that? What is Shank? What does triple ray tracing look like, bro?
I'm still trying to figure it
No.
out.
They're gonna triple up on the ray tracing, bro. What you talking about?
Exactly.
No, but this is what's so bad, right? When you watch that side to side of The Last of Us Part 2 or whatever,
barely.
The naked eye cannot spot the difference, because here's the problem: as games become more and more hyper realistic, the distance between how much success is being made with the technology becomes less and less noticeable. When I'm looking at what the PS5 Pro can do compared to the PS5, I'm unimpressed. Now, when you showed me the PS4 Pro compared to the PS4, I noticed the difference. I went out and I bought that PS4 Pro. Right now, to my eye as a consumer, I can't see the difference. On top of that, I want to say that yes, comparatively, it's about a $200 difference with inflation. But when you factor in the fact that I'm not getting a disk drive with this console as a physical guy, that I'm not getting a vertical stand with it, when you put it all together, this isn't a $700 console. It's a $900 console post-tax. It is. There's no way around it. If I have physical games and I want to put my fucking console standing up, who would have thought that would cost me more money, right? I'm spending $900, including tax, to get this thing on my desk. And that's just not a good sales pitch to a consumer.
Remember when you didn't even need a stand at all? You just sit it upright with the PS2?
See,
Yo,
and get this. I remember 4 years ago when the stand came built in with the PS5 packaging. It didn't cost me $30. It's just it's corrupt. It's madness. Now, I also want to point this out. This console is going to sell like hotcakes, and that's what everyone's missing. What everyone's nailing on, which I agree with everyone about, is that the pricing is outrageous. Now, when you just look at the base model, with inflation, sure, but when you factor in the disk drive, the stand, it's outrageous. It's an outrageous price point, but it's going to sell like hotcakes because they've already made a deal with Rockstar that they're allowed to market the PS5 Pro
with the Grand Theft Auto
6. And
it's the optimal console to play Grand Theft Auto 6 on. I already see it. I already heard it.
Yeah.
It is. And I want to remind everybody that Grand Theft Auto 5 is the highest selling piece of media ever created. With that said, the percentage of PlayStation players that are still on PS4 is 50%. 50% of all PlayStation players are still on the PlayStation 4 right now. And if there was ever a game that will get them to make the transition over to PS5, it's Grand Theft Auto 6. And so that's why this console is going to sell like hotcakes, because people are not going to go into the store and be like, oh,
50%
do I get
all PlayStation players are about to buy this thing. Roughly.
Exactly. And that's why this console is going to do insane numbers. But yeah.
So my question for Reaper is saying total computing power. But my question is, how much would it cost to build a PC that can play games that look and feel like a PlayStation 5 Pro game?
Title.
Yeah. And not about total computing power. How much? About $760.
Reaper, I need you to build me my next PC. Jesus
said this
Christ,
while
bro.
not being at a desk is a war crime. You said this while not being at a desk.
We need you in here, bro.
It's an absolute war crime.
I was going to say, Reaper, when I build this PC,
Juju's agreeing.
He has the spread. Yo, send it. We need to look at these
send
parts.
that over here now. I need that.
Right now.
What?
Please.
Because
if I can build a PC,
Juju, do you want to hop in the waiting room?
Yes, somebody. I
need this.
Needs to come in here and explain this to me because, bro, somebody, Juju, let me know.
Yeah, he said yes.
Let me try. All right, good. I'm gonna send you the link.
No, we need to give him the restream link.
Yeah, I'm sending it to him. I got him.
Listen, you got 5 minutes to state your case and make us believers.
Please.
You better say it with your whole chest.
That's so funny. I said that, and literally 2 seconds after I said that in the chat, Germ says 5-minute warning. That was synchronized. We're synchronized.
Yes.
Being the producers, we locked in.
Better say it with your whole chest, too.
I better see a spreadsheet too. Don't come in here on no weak shit. I want to see the math. Because I want you to know that I think you're dead wrong, and you got to do a lot.
And you better have RAM in there. Don't be like that guy viral on Twitter right now that didn't include RAM in his math.
Yeah,
That's hilarious.
nah. I've seen this all over the internet, bro, and I've seen so many people debunk it. So I don't know what this is. And by the way,
Reaper's coming to a
yeah,
desk. Okay, listen, Juju, you got
Oh
5
my
minutes.
God.
You got 5 minutes, and then
And
Reaper,
then
you hop
Reaper.
in. And if Juju has not made his case,
shoot.
you can
No,
come and further
no.
defend the
Wow.
stance.
No, if we're bringing both
Yeah,
of them in, Juju, you
Lucky.
have 3 minutes, and Reaper has 3 minutes. Y'all better
Yes.
pitch.
Y'all better figure this out.
pitch.
This man said,
Y'all
y'all
better figure it out.
piss my PC heart off.
Y'all kind of
Nah.
welcome in, fam.
Nah, bro.
Yeah.
No, honestly
Yo,
though,
I want to
Reaper,
hear. I'm looking forward to this.
if Reaper can
Y'all call
build
me
me something
stupid,
that can
but
stream, what?
Mm-hmm.
the first PC I built cost $1,500. $1,500. That's a lie. $1,500. And that shit was chugging at 60 frames per second at fucking Overwatch. It was chugging.
Lucky said, Dr.
Yeah.
Calculator is in the house. I'm done. Juju, let
And
me
the
know
next
when
thing
you're
you have
here.
to do, no, and here's my next pitch. I'll make you a
Mhm.
deal. This is my deal. I'm gambling all my Twitch money on this. Hear me out. If you can get in here and show me how this PC is going to cost you $760 to build, here's my promise. I'll send you the money. You got to build it, and you got to show me what those games look like. And if it doesn't look as good as the PS5 Pro, and if it can't hold 60 FPS, you got to run me my 760 back. You got to run it back. So you got to really stand on business, bro. If you're about to, no. If we're about to give you a platform on Gamer Actual to say that me and Shank are wrong, you're going to run me that 760,
Sir
motherfucker. I'm going to front you the
Shankenstein?
cost. No. I'm going to run
He's
run
at
you the
that.
money.
All right.
I don't know.
Wait.
I don't know why I got caught up in this. I just said my
catching
piece.
strays.
I just said my piece.
Nah, Shank, you in
All
now.
right. So,
You in
ladies
now,
and
bro. You
gentlemen,
in.
ladies and gentlemen, Juju has entered the chat. We're pulling Juju in.
All right, let's run it.
What up? What up?
Juju,
yeah,
what's
let's
good?
run it.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. Evil Juju.
Yeah.
Juju, what's good, bro? How you feeling?
Yo, this is nice and cozy in here. How y'all doing?
Yeah.
Good.
Yo, Juju, you have
What you
three. Yeah, you
Don't
like
time me.
place?
Don't time
Yeah.
me. I don't got
Yeah.
Chill.
You,
Chill. So I'm with Reaper, right? Reaper got the numbers. So I'm gonna give you the dev point of view. Because I'm coming not as just a gamer, right? I'm coming with like 20 years of experience. So like this is what I do every day. Now, console players historically have always been used to of running on old tech. That's all.
Mhm.
So Reaper's going to give you the numbers, what it is, what you can build a PC. But this is the biggest thing that console users do when they come over to PC. They realize that like they've been marketed to and upcharge for a system that you guys have been using as you're usually 3 or 4 or 5 years behind on, right? So
True.
right now, you can run every game that you need to. If you really want to, if you're poor on like a 980, right? And like a 980 graphics card, right? With certain types of RAM that you can get, you can make a PC really, really cheaply. That's the crazy part about it. $760 is like your bare bones, really cheap PC. $1,000 is like you can make a decent, really good PC that's going to run the games better than a PS4 right now. Because remember, the new tech, what makes PS5 or the PS5 Pro like so enticing is because all the developers that plays your games right now have been using this tech for like 5 or 6 years already before you guys even seen it, right? So then it comes out. That's how it works when you work on work on different titles. That's why it's so hard to upgrade to new things, because you got tools and scripts, the type of artwork you're making, the pipeline that you're making for your environment teams or your 3D teams. Like I was on an environment team. I was an environment artist, right? So that was my big thing. So all those different scripts are made for a game that was like sometimes developed like 6-7 years ago, right? Before we even hear about it. So when PS5 comes out or Microsoft comes out with their console, they're coming out with the console with the updated stats based off of what they've made deals with, based off of like whatever company chipsets and all the good stuff that they're working on, right? So this PS5 Pro, the scary part probably could have been the specs that you had for your like PS4, but they just didn't come out with it based off of like whatever their system was when they were trying to go through their testing for cooling and stuff like that. Now that overheating and stuff like that, what you guys were talking about earlier, that's where you have to stand your console up. That is just based off of the time they were able to put into the dev cycle, right? And that's why the stand is like a band-aid, right? You shouldn't have to like buy a stand or not be able to put your PlayStation inside your cabinet. That's the hard part about consoles, right? Because everybody's sticking their consoles in their TV cabinets and all that other stuff, and they overheat and stuff like that. That's why they came out with these new things. But the only thing I'm gonna say is that historically, and Reaper can give you the PC specs. I know he builds way more PCs than I do. I can build my PC. I have a decent rig here now, but it's old. It's 8 years old with 980 with 32 gigs of RAM and like NVIDIA 980 in it, and I can still run most of the games that come out right now. I can run all the games that come out right now, right? Because games are.
You can run Wukong on that?
Yes, I can. Yeah, that's the crazy part about it. Games dev, and Carlos, you've seen this, like when you were dabbling in Unreal like last year or 2 years ago, right? Like the engines are built to make beautiful artwork, right? They're built to be optimized, right?
Yeah.
Only time they're not running well is when you are careless about optimization and the level of detail you put in your product. But you have to put in LOD models. You have to put in, which LOD model stands for level of detail. You have to put in like 5 or 6 LOD models so that like if you're very far away, the model's only 50 polygons. If you're up close, the model's like 150,000 polygons, right? So you have that detail in there. Those details are built in there so that you're able to run it on lower systems. So that's why I can still run Wukong on my 980 on like low specs and it still look relatively good. Or if Reaper has a brand new computer at home that has the best 4090 graphics card, it looks amazing, right? Now PlayStation and Xbox are somewhere in between that, right? So when did the Xbox come out? When did the PlayStation 5 come out? Right, and then look up the specs for the PlayStation 5 and look how old those specs are, and then look up the new specs for PlayStation Pro and look how old and put it against a gamer PC that will come out right now. You'll see that the specs are drastically different, meaning the console is drastically nerfed. You're paying for a setup that's like how can I put this? You're paying for a setup that's old. Right, you're paying. They're doing an update to a PC that was made 8 or 9 years or 4 or 5 years ago. Right, think about it. Like when did the PlayStation come out? The new one, right? Was that pandemic?
Yeah, 2020, right? Am I wrong?
And when was it announced? So then when you look at it when it came out versus when it was announced, those specs, that chipset is old. It's very old right now. So so PlayStation Pro is just a refresh. It's just where they've updated the chipset, they've updated maybe the graphics a little bit, they updated the hard drive and some of the hardware inside of it, but it's still not better than like your budget PC, your budget gamer PC that you can build for the same price. It's not, because when you go to your local PC store, you have all the best hardware right now. That's better than the tech that you're working with in your console. It's always been the case, both for Xbox
it's time for the math.
and PlayStation.
Yeah.
So I'm starting.
You can look it up. You guys are journalists, right? You can look it up. It's online right now. What the specs are. It's not like it's a mystery.
I'm starting to lean more over to Juju's side.
You don't need any math for this. Just look at the specs. Like
I just want to say before you go any further, I just want to say we're not journalists.
Yeah. Hey, if you don't think you're some sort of level of journalist,
we are
doing a podcast, then you shouldn't be doing a podcast. But you are doing it.
Hold on.
And you're doing a great
job.
job.
We journalists. Second of all, math time. Third of all,
you're good.
When we say we need to build a PC rig, we don't need to just build a PC rig that can run a video game. We needed to run it to look how the PS5 Pro gonna make that game
right
look.
Now, as long as you get a 3060 or 3080 or higher, it'll look amazing.
A 3060 Ti is like $500 right now.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
I want to see this Reaper spreadsheet. Is it time for Reaper?
It's time for Reaper.
It's time for Reaper. Thanks, guys. I'll be out.
Thank you for your time, man.
Thank
so
you,
much.
Juju.
bro.
Thank you, ladies and
Thank you,
gentlemen. Again,
Juju.
Evil Juju.
Juju in the house.
That was awesome, guys. We need to do more guest star shit. It's
Yes.
fun. That's
Yes.
cool. That's cool. All right.
I'm
We
sending-
have one
I'm
more
sending
guest
him-
popping in.
I'm sending him that 760. I gotta
So
see it.
here's again. I'm not a big computer guy.
Believe it.
I'm not a big computer guy, but I'm starting to understand what they're saying. Though they're basically saying the tech that these games like consoles are usually outdated tech when compared to PCs. Is what they're saying.
Yeah, I understand
you-
that at
Mhm.
least, but the
That makes sense.
problem, the problem is that you know what I'm gonna save my comment. I'm gonna
Let him have
Reaper
it. Let
do
him
his
have
thing.
it.
I'm gonna let Reaper do his thing.
Let
All right,
him do his thing.
Reaper. I sent you. Hop in here.
Hop
Try
in here.
again. Yeah, because I think we couldn't because Juju was there. That's why. It says too many guests were trying to join. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Yo, this man looking
Jerm
heated right
also
now.
has a valid point here.
Yeah.
Does the 760 include labor?
No. So, ladies and gentlemen, we got ReaperPC. Yo, this man is
This guy
heated.
looks
Yo.
crazy. He
Man,
looks
This man looks
insane.
heated.
Get him out of here.
This man looks.
So-
Left this woman in bed. He said, I gotta go handle some business.
Reaper.
Okay, I can't. Hold on.
No, you good. I'm about to give you that
you-
760. I'm about to give you that. I'm about to give you that 760. You
So-
about to give it right back.
So, a little bit of preface why it seems like I'm so prepared for this is because I did this last week live.
Yes, I saw. I was lurking when you were doing it.
Yeah. So, we were looking for total computational power, which is what gives you your pixels on the screen. The main sticking point I've seen a lot of people use, and you both folks requoted it, right? Oh,
Right.
it's about the equivalent of a 6800 XT. No one stopped to look at what a 6800 XT is.
Reaper, can you share your thing?
The
You
spreadsheet
should
was
be able
sent
to-
to the Discord for all y'all.
I'm trying to
So
open it. It's not coming up.
it's the second sheet in that spreadsheet. You might have to put it in Google Docs if you don't
Right
have
now,
Excel on that machine.
Reaper is fighting to
Yeah.
prove that I don't need to upgrade my PC for another 5 years.
You may not to. So here's the thing. Ever since what y'all were saying, harken back to when consoles used to be cutting edge tech, that last happened in the 90s. Sorry. Once graphics cards came out for PCs, dedicated 3D accelerators, every year that lead that consoles had was eroded. But then it was, oh, it's still too expensive. But every year, you also got faster and cheaper. The lower end of the new graphics cards were that much more powerful. To now we're at the point where consoles are using almost off-the-shelf parts from PC. So we can look and get performance equivalents from one to the other. So your PS5 Pro right now is still using Zen 2 cores. For anyone who's looked at AMD chips or processors, those are AMD 3000 series. Think about the last time
There it
those
is,
were
chat.
used. That is the wrong sheet.
That's the wrong.
That
Which
is
one? Oh,
that-
this one. PS5 Pro. I got it. I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
So
What's
keep in
up?
mind, I constantly for my audience build different machines within different budgets with different performance targets. So I had most of this math in my head already. So I took the $600 build and I upgraded it. That Ryzen 5 6600 Plus is on a newer architecture, which means each core is more efficient, draws less power, gets more done in the same envelope. 16 gigs of RAM dedicated just to the North Bridge. That's not graphics computing. Keep in mind, the 16 gigs in a PS5 Pro has to do double duty as overall system memory and graphics memory. So you don't really have 16 for everything. That 6750 XT, yes, it's not a 6800 XT, but it has close to the same amount of compute units, is allowed to run at allowed to run hotter, which means at a higher wattage, thus getting more done per core, and has 12 gigs of its own GDDR6 by itself. Whereas the GDR6 and the PS5 Pro and the PS5 has to do for the entire system.
16.
Then exactly. Then there's a
Damn.
650 watt power supply. Keep in mind, I mentioned the power. For these things to run at the numbers y'all are thinking, you said a 6800. The 6800 XT draws 300 watts of power by itself. The PS5 Pro is rumored to draw 250 watts of power, which means even if it's using a 6800 XT's cores, they are underclocked, meaning running slower than any 6800 XT on the market. So that 6750 is probably faster per compute core than the compute cores in the PS5 Pro because it's allowed to run full throttle. It has its own cooling. It doesn't have to worry about being in a plastic case this big and can get as loud as it wants and draw as much power as it wants.
Mm.
And then the 2 terabyte SSD to match what's in the PS5 Pro. And then, yes, I threw in a keyboard and mouse. $760.
Oh, so that's including keyboard and mouse.
Yeah, look at my list.
Good to God.
Because the PS5
let's
Pro
be-
comes with a controller. I
fair.
included the controls.
Let's be fair though. That $17 keyboard and mouse ain't touching a DualSense. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but the average person on a DualSense
That's all
isn't
I'm
touching
saying.
the
Hey,
average
yo.
mouse.
It's
Yo,
so petty.
yo.
It's so petty.
So again, so yes, is the PS5 Pro nice? Yes. But can you, in this day and age, get the equivalent of what it's claiming to do? Yes, and within the same amount of money.
Mm.
Reaper,
They
I'll be calling
ruined
you.
their price performance argument.
That's crazy. Reaper, I'll be calling you in about a month to help me build that PC for streaming and gaming.
You win, bro.
Sure. I usually have the parts in my head because I've about once a month or once every 2 months I update this list. Cash, if you click on the $1,000 sheet,
Yeah.
keep in mind that's
Gotcha.
$1,000. Just
Mhm.
1,000, not 1,800, not 1,500.
I'm looking on a
That-
$1,000 sheet right now.
That will far outstrip even the PS5 Pro, which hasn't even landed yet.
Now, I do just want to remind y'all again, one more time. That
I think
keyboard
you
and
should
mouse
go for the
ain't doing
$1,000 one.
this.
But
Yeah,
I think
I
you
think
should
$1,500,
go.
should.
forget about it.
He said $1,500.
Yeah, and $1,500, forget about it. That's
Damn.
yeah, that's not even the same. That 8K they put on their boxes, that's a machine that can actually push 8K.
Alright.
Not what they claim.
Quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say we wanted to do something on like the lower end, right?
There's
Let's
a
not
$600
even-
sheet there.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, like I said, I did the math. I wasn't joking.
That's the first one I had on there.
I don't know if I believe it. Will these rigs actually run these games at 60 frames consistently?
Of course they
I
won't.
don't know.
Of course they won't. No.
Yeah, when
no.
I bought
Yes.
my pre-built PC,
So-
that shit wasn't even running Overwatch properly.
So here's the thing, right? All consoles right now run either FSR or PlayStation's tweaked version of FSR all the time to achieve their frame rates. And sometimes you'll see, oh, these games stutters, it needs a patch. It's because there needs to be a new driver, just like on PCs. So if you use FSR on all of these or DLSS, NVIDIA's equivalent, and set your target, yes, you will achieve 60 consistently across the board. And let's keep in mind, none of these
FSR and
consoles
DLS?
are running native 4K. They're all running it at either 720p, 1080p, or 1440, and then upscaling to achieve that 60. They're not running native because they don't have the power.
So, FSR and DLS. If you turn those on and set your target to 60, your PC should run at 60 no matter what.
Yes. But again, you're faking those frames. That's what the
No,
Okay.
So if I'm just clarifying. So if I send you $760 and I
there
do
goes the
a
parts. You can buy them yourself.
No,
Amazon links are in there.
No. Because what I'm saying is, if I buy this PC this week and I run that on
Mhm.
stream and it looks bad, it looks atrocious.
you can't stream
mean,
from
like,
it.
what's-
He's not saying you can play the game and stream from it.
Oh no, you can stream
You-
from all of this.
And play the game?
Yes.
Okay,
he's-
well that's
he's
all I
talking
need to
big.
hear. I'm going to
Oh, so-
purchase the PC. No.
Wait,
I'm
wait,
going
wait.
to-
So look-
stick with me.
When I started
This is the
streaming, I
gamble.
was using a GTX 1080 with 16 gigs of RAM,
I have a 1660 sitting in the back somewhere.
bro.
Are you telling me I can build a PlayStation 5 Pro out of it?
1660, no.
So
No?
so I'm just clarifying.
1660 is not on this list.
No.
Okay.
This is my deal. I'll build this PC. I'll try streaming on it. Reaper, if it don't run, I'll send you the PC. You send me the 760. Is that a deal?
I'm supposed to make up for your inability to piece a machine together? No.
Nah, bro.
Yeah.
No, you gave me all the parts. You gave me no.
Those are the parts.
No.
Yeah.
That don't make no sense. He gave me all the parts, y'all. That don't even make no sense. My inability, it would be your inability, Reaper. I'm
No,
just taking
because
your homework
you
and
still have
copying
to
it.
you still have to do
Nah.
the software setup, my guy. If you
Oh,
don't
so-
install
it's the
any of the
software.
drivers, yeah, it's gonna run piss poor. You gotta install all the drivers.
Okay.
So if I do all the drivers you tell me to do and I get the exact parts and it don't run better than the PS5, you gonna
There
run
are
me my
people
money?
streaming.
Hold
There
on.
are people streaming right now.
Reaper just
i5s.
proved himself wrong because
Mm.
a PlayStation 5 comes with its labor paid for. So this list is all the parts, and somebody's got to build it good enough. So
yeah,
that
you
what?
take your hands and build your machine. The point was, can you build it? Yes, I'm proving mathematically you can build it. I'm not saying go pay somebody.
Right.
Mm.
Right.
Yo,
I don't know,
he said
chat. I'll
you.
extend that to the chat. Chat, what do you think?
I'm torn. I'm torn because
So-
He makes a very convincing
one end,
argument.
He does make a very convincing argument. I'm not gonna knock him for that. My mind has changed. Realistically, my mind has changed.
No,
The
Shank.
problem
still-
now turns into. Oh, let me finish.
Yes,
because I'm gonna get to.
Go
Because I
ahead.
know what you're gonna say. Yes, he has solved the problem in achieving the price point for like the performance metrics, right? You can in fact build a PC that can run as good, if not better, than a PS5 Pro for the same amount that the PS5 Pro costs. Yes. The problem now turns into, and let's be honest with ourselves here. The problem now turns into the average person does not know how to build a PC properly. Yes, you can go on YouTube. Yes, you can go on YouTube and look up everything under the sun. You can go on Google and look up everything under the sun. The average person does not have the knowledge. The average person doesn't even have the ability to maintain focus to do it properly.
This is why consoles are popular.
I get this, and I agree with all this. And Shank, you're spitting. I just want to remind chat that I've offered to build this exact PC with all the drivers that Reaper told me to, and he still ain't said he'll run me my money.
No, because first off,
he does not believe in this PC.
No. First off, no, I believe in it, but first off, I'm from New York. So I could totally imagine somebody, oh, let me fuck up this build. I get my 760 back. Oh, and then I fix it tomorrow. Nah, son, I ain't with that.
That's
I'm from
crazy.
New York and I'm of Jamaican
Oh,
descent.
we got
ain't
him
with that.
livid.
Bro,
with that.
I
We
think
don't
he just
run
called me a scammer. I think he just called me a scammer.
I'm from New York. Everybody's a potential scammer.
He just called me.
That's
That's
facts.
Bro,
That's facts, though. That's facts, though.
nah, bro. I
That's
think he just
facts, though.
defamed. I think he just defamed my character on Gamer Actual episode
But
30.
I
bro.
learned that in Vegas.
I gotta
out at
go.
Evo. Everyone is a potential scammer. Everyone.
That's crazy. That's crazy. So
It's
Reaper,
it's actually disgusting.
if I showed you video proof of every step live on FaceTime, you still gonna say I was scamming.
Would running it on Linux
Unless I'm
be
standing
better?
next to you, would running it on Linux be better if you're using a clone of SteamOS, which there are a few. SteamOS their optimizations, one, especially if you're using AMD hardware, all the drivers are included, so you don't have to think about that. Two, they have games running more stable on their iteration of the kernel than any Windows copy.
So
wow.
so making a PC for $1,000, putting it on a proper Linux infrastructure with Steam OS, you can get a PC that runs just like a PlayStation 5 Pro.
It would run just like a console, and then it would accept everyone's controllers: Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo. You just plug them in. It just, I'll map the buttons. Don't worry about it. You don't have to think about it.
God damn.
Oh no,
That's the
Steam
beauty
did all
of
the work.
Linux.
then
Steam
there
did
comes
all
the
the
issue.
work.
Then there
They-
comes the issue. Juju just brought it up. If you don't know Linux, you're stuck.
No, you don't have to know Linux anymore. Remember, this is Steam OS we're talking about. It automatically boots into Steam. Everything else is in the background.
Not exactly. If I
so it's just gonna be a console, pretty much. Once you
in
boot
the
it up.
Essentially.
I'm going to build an arcade cabinet that has every fighting game on it, and it's going to be built on Linux. And you just open it up, and it has like what I believe it's Steam, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Steam auto launches
going to
in
be a
big picture
library of
mode.
all the fighting games.
Yeah. And they just plug whatever controller. You don't need that. What's that adapter everybody was using on the PlayStation?
The Brooks converter.
Yeah, you don't even need that. Just
I
raw
got
USB. It knows what to do.
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah.
Steam OS is. This is why I don't like when people are like, oh, I don't like the Steam charges 30%. What do? They handle the entire compatibility layer for the devs. The devs don't even have to think about that in the PC space. That's unheard of.
Oh wow. See?
And they don't charge a monthly fee.
Yo, so you know what happened? I'm getting a crazy idea now, Heartless. Because Heartless and I have been just like cooking. We've just been cooking.
All we do is cook. We're chefs.
Yeah. So I think we need to get to a point where we have Reaper just building a PC a week. But we need to get money coming
Hey,
in.
yo.
Okay,
Build the
or
or a month.
the whole city at this
Or a
point.
month. Or a
What,
month.
for all of them to
Build
run
a
like a
PC?
PlayStation 2? What are we
No.
talking about?
So basically, he
No.
would build them and demonstrate. You get what I'm saying, Reaper? I think that would be like a dope
Well,
show.
this is not
concept.
why
I get what you're saying.
Mhm.
With what budget are you anticipating to do a different rig every week?
That's what I'm saying.
No, that's why I took it back. I didn't say it.
Oh,
I
okay.
took back the
Okay,
week.
we didn't hear that. I think we
Yeah,
heard the
I'm back.
collective
I
gasp
definitely
when you
didn't
said
hear that
a
part.
week.
No,
I definitely didn't
yes,
hear that part.
You didn't hear that between the gasps. You guys gasped, and I said I took that back, and nobody heard it because even the chat was like they're still going off about it, and I took it back. But yeah, I think that's
it
something that'd be a
depends.
cool
It
idea.
depends how you build it. If you build PCs and we just do nothing with them, then yeah, we're gonna waste money. If you build PCs and we sell them and we
Sell
make
them,
content out of building them, that's a whole
Mhm.
different ball game. But that
Mhm.
requires a whole team, I think.
Yeah, but we could make. What I'm saying is that could be content in itself, like show people because I feel like there's a lot of that unknown that is going around. So if people saw someone actually do it, that in itself is like content people would look for.
Like, so to put in perspective, I hope they don't get mad with me. So I've helped streamers stream on a budget before and at
Mhm.
high quality. I
Mhm.
had Kinston Killer streaming with carried over 2060. He just replaced that. He ran that thing for years since it was new.
Shout out to
And I
Kinston
gave
Killer.
him the settings, the tips, and everything on how to do that. And it was on a
Mhm.
highly unoptimized Warzone. We all know that game's not optimized for crap.
Bro, Warzone is trash.
Bro, not
But-
even on console. Not
Yeah.
even on console.
But I had him above 60 frames a second on a 2060 and streaming and dual streaming. He was on Twitch and YouTube.
God damn. So
Right. I just helped
I think
somebody
that-
else. They're running a 3060. Spicy Kio's running 6700 XT. My was running. Notice I'm able to rattle off stream because I've been helping streamers since I've been on Twitch. So when I say these things, I'm not just pulling it out my behind. I know it can be done.
listen, yes. Making
I
a case
believe
here,
him.
Maury.
I know.
Making a
No.
case.
I'm surrendering. I'm saying, Reaper, if you can help me build this PC, I'll hop on air and I'll tell the world, hey, yo, I was wrong. Hey, yo,
So
I
here's the thing.
lied.
This man does not want to build it on his own.
So no.
I know.
Here's part of the reason why I give Amazon links. And they're sold, those parts are sold by Amazon. 30 days, you take it to your local, whatever store is owned by Amazon, give it back, no questions asked. Amazon don't care as long as it's within 30 days. I do that for folks who are uneasy. So they have that out. They could just return everything within 30 days. If you have a Micro Center by you, I'll build the parts out of Micro Center because they're a similar deal. No questions asked within 30 days. Just give it back, say, I give, take that money and go do whatever with.
Tough.
I've always given people that out.
Tough. I also need to know all the drivers and whatnot. Like I've said before, I don't know anything
Yeah,
about PCs.
I rattle that
Yeah.
off. It's not hard. And notice I don't include the cost of Windows in there. Why? Because Microsoft doesn't charge you. You just end up with a watermark. When you feel like you have the budget, you pay for it. If you feel like it's not worth it to you, never pay for it. Just know it says activate Windows in the lower
What
right hand
about the
corner of your
cost of
screen.
the operating system?
I just explained that.
That's what he's talking about. He's talking about
Can you
operating
explain
system.
that for me?
So Nowadays, Microsoft doesn't charge you to install. They just leave a watermark in the lower right-hand corner of your screen saying activate Windows, and they don't let you change the desktop wallpaper. If you're primarily gaming on it, do I give two flying
That's
Fs?
fire. Okay,
Yeah,
good to know.
exactly. Now, if it bothers you, you're a content creator, you want it to look professional, down the road, you pay for it. No biggie. That's if you
dope.
want to do Windows. If you do a SteamOS clone, those are all free. But those come with their own concessions, whether you want to do it that way or you want Windows and have the versatility with perhaps all of the editing software you might use as a content creator. So
Or
Windows
Lucky said
does
in the
that.
chat, or you could get it for $22. I could show you how.
And there's also that. So that takes the price, if you include that, to $780 and change. It's still under $800.
It's not bad.
Yeah. Yo, I believe Reaper, bro. I believe in the Church of
He
Reaper,
convinced
bro.
me. He convinced me, bro. He convinced me.
You got
Now
me.
he-
Bro. You got me. You got me.
He not willing to run me
This-
that 760, but it's okay. I might
But
be
this
a
is-
scammer. I might
This
be a
is
scammer.
this is why I wish consoles would go back to custom hardware. I know it's too expensive,
Mhm.
but I miss those days because when those dropped at that moment in time, when those machines dropped, nothing touched them price for performance. And since they went using the PC parts pool, that all went away. And that's why my last console was a PS2. And I'm here holding a Dreamcast VMU from the heydays.
My
Like,
G.
Crazy.
It still
I got
works,
so
by
much
the way.
more- I got so much more respect for you now, and I already had respect for you, my boy. But damn, that okay.
Oh, if I spin my chair around, there's a Dreamcast and a Saturn in the box sitting there waiting for me to put them up on display someplace.
Marry me.
I mean,
Marry
take me
me
out to
is-
dinner first. Damn.
What do we call the network again? I mean, that's crazy. Ain't no way we doing Tinder on Gamer Actual. My God. My God.
I stand on
I
business.
think you mean Grinder.
Wow. All right. So, any other questions before I get back to the adulting I was on before y'all triggered my nerd heart?
No,
Much
no,
appreciated
you're
for
good.
your time.
We love you for that, Reaper. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you.
You're
All right, y'all.
goated.
Y'all
You're
take it
goated.
easy. Don't
Yes,
break anything out here.
Ladies and gentlemen, shout out to my fellow light-skinned brother, Reaper. Yeah, I mean,
That's crazy.
yo, Reaper. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Yeah, that. But yeah, that was something. Yo, he made me a believer, bro.
He got
He
me.
made me a
I mean,
believer.
again, he will not run me
I'm
that money,
convinced. But
but we'll see. But we'll see.
yeah, but I'm convinced. I'm convinced. Ooh, N2 with the biddies. Thank you.
Very nice. Shout out to Anton.
All right. But yeah, guys. So we kind of touched on the specs, but let me just break it down real quick for you guys. So it's going to be including a 1 terabyte internal storage, 67% more computational power than the original PS5, which was, I think, 28% faster memory and 45 faster memory rendering. So promising a full 4K resolution, which a lot of games don't actually go full 4K. Let's just keep it real. That doesn't happen. Games don't scale. It's more of like an upscale situation. These games aren't true 4K. We know this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We know this, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So yeah. So I think a lot of this is just like jargon to like just get people excited for shit that is just not really there. That's how I look at it, anyways. But yeah.
Sure.
Wait a minute. Did we get another one? Oh, we got another set of biddies. Shout out to Reaper for the 25 biddies as well. Thank you guys.
Hey yo.
Yeah,
the
why
best
no?
kind of
Why
guest
no?
we can
Welcome
have.
in. Welcome to the stream, bro.
Yeah, showed
But
up
yeah.
to our house with snacks.
Right? I'm
Right?
saying though.
That's
All right, so apparently these are the consoles that will be probably running on confirmed that will be enhanced on PS5 Pro, Alan Wake 2, Assassin's Creed Shadows, the Assassin's Creed Shadows, really? The game's not even out yet. Demon's Souls, Dragon's Dogma 2, Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth, Gran Turismo 7, Hogwarts Legacy, Horizon Forbidden West, Marvel Spider-Man 2, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. I'm actually intrigued to see how that would run on the Rift Apart.
Yeah.
The Crew, Motorfest, First Descendant, and The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered. I think those are actually 2 or 3 of those games I would actually like to see how they run on that if it makes a difference. So like I've seen side by side demonstration, and to me, I barely saw any real difference when it comes to the game. So I don't know about you guys, but what are your thoughts?
I'm so
I
tired of
know
seeing The Last of Us.
you and I
Yeah.
both, bro. I feel like they're just Naughty Dog is just like,
They're milking it like
and
no
they're not
other.
stopping. They're not stopping. They're just gonna keep going, bro.
Like that is their magnum opus, and they are making sure that everyone knows it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Any final thoughts before we transition? Before we move on? No.
I'm good.
But yeah, I think we're now in our rapid fire section. But before we get to that section, there is actually a little game that we wanted to try out on stream tonight. Jank, Maury,
Hello.
Artless, are y'all ready? So Maury,
Yes, sir.
I think you had the question, didn't you? Right?
Oh, yes. Yeah. Is this?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm ready.
So
I'm ready.
basically, this game is called Would Heartless Buy It? Right? And because again, Heartless is a very frugal. Heartless is a strong proponent of free to play games, right?
I'm checking
So
my bank account right now.
It's crazy.
So
Right
Heartless
now.
says he will buy a game, probably a fun game, or at least looks like a fun game, right?
Okay.
So here are the rules, right? One of the hosts chooses a game from any platform, and the other host will try and describe the game without giving it away. As much as and give as much details as possible. Heartless will then declare if he would buy it, will buy the game based on the information given. Afterwards, the game price is revealed. Will Heartless buy it? We just need to find out at the end. So I think something I'd probably like to add here as well is after we give after he says he will buy it or not, once the price is revealed, we want to know if the price his idea of a price point will shift, or would he buy it at full price? Does that
See,
make
because
sense?
I think that's what it is, right?
It's like-
I think what we
yeah.
do is we pitch it to him, and then after we're done pitching
Mhm.
it, we say to Heartless, "What
Mhm.
would you pay for this title?" And then
Yeah.
we see what
Yeah.
he says. Don't be cheap, Heartless. And then when we
Right.
give
Please
him the
don't.
actual price, he has to
Not
decide whether
cheap.
or not
Mhm.
that's something he'd spend money on. Yeah, yeah. So if I'm going to tell you and Shank, how do I tell you guys what the game is without Heartless? Oh, Heartless has to mute me, I guess. Heartless,
Yeah.
You?
is that even possible? Yeah, how can you? Is
It's
there a way
not
you can
possible
mute
for
me?
No.
No, yeah, you're gonna give the description. You're giving the description of the game. You're describing the
Right,
game.
but it says one of the hosts chooses a game from any platform, and the other hosts will try to describe it. So I have to say it to you guys, and then you guys have to describe the game to
Grab
Heartless.
it there. Let's.
I can leave the call for a second.
But we're on
Yeah.
stream. We're on stream.
Yeah,
I
Or
muted.
no, just send it
I'll
to us.
just message-
Direct message us. Yeah.
Yeah,
Just direct
yeah, yeah,
message
yeah.
us. Yeah.
I'll
I don't
message
even
you
know
because
what-
I
I
don't
don't
have
know what
Shank
to-
on Discord, and then we'll
Yeah,
figure
not
it out.
private chat. Not the private chat right here because Heartless can see that.
Bro,
Yeah,
and two,
yeah.
I'm not playing that because of cash. This guy right here,
You're not playing
Okay.
what?
Deadlock.
I've sent it.
I wanna
Did I
learn.
just send it in the wrong group chat? No, I
Let
didn't.
me see.
Okay,
No,
Cash.
no,
Yeah,
you
send that over to Shank. Send that over to Shank. This is gonna be
Alright.
fun.
You
I
know,
promise.
almost-
I promise this is a good one.
I almost blurted it out.
Yeah, don't fuck this up. First day. Come on, Cash. It's our first time.
First
Can
day.
we just get it right?
First
Can we
day
just get
of
it
the
right
game.
once?
Listen, it's
God.
gonna get better over time. It's our first time
Oh,
like
God.
trying this out.
Oh God.
It is. All right, Shank. Did you get it?
I got it. I don't
All
know how
right,
to
all right,
describe-
good. All right, Shank. Tell me a little bit about this supposed title. Tell me something you know.
The entire premise
Mm.
is based on the advancement of AI
Hmm.
Mm.
Interesting.
and how it has almost completely taken over our entire world.
Mm.
Right.
Mhm.
Right.
Y'all goofy, just saying.
No.
Wait. Keep
All right,
going,
we'll leave
Shank, keep
Shank.
going.
We'll leave Shank.
Yeah,
No, we'll leave him. We'll,
no.
you keep
The
thinking.
problem is I didn't play this game.
Mm.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
No,
I know.
it's okay.
I know it. I've watched
Yes.
thousands of hours on it. I have not played it myself.
You know what, Maury?
Shit,
You might
Shank.
be a better person to break down what the game is.
Yeah.
Break it down.
And I'm
before
going to
Harley.
give some more, but I wanted to get a little bit from Shank. And Cash, give me a little bit from you, and then I'll start to say some more. Give me a little bit. What would you say about this title?
Based on what I've seen from this game, it's an allegory for probably like race relations in this country. It's a lot of like human rights, and if something is sentient, does that make it like human? Like it doesn't matter its place of
Yes.
origin. If it's sentient, does it have feelings? Does it have emotions? And in turn, do you treat this thing with respect? And that's based on what I'm taking from what I've done.
Yes.
I've never played the game, but this is just based on what I've seen. Is that's what I'm taking from this game?
Okay.
Is that fair?
Oh, you ate it up.
Is it an
Your
RPG
description.
game?
Yeah.
No, so here's the thing. They've given you a brief
Mm-hmm.
idea of the narrative. I'm going to give you more of an idea of the gameplay. All right, like the game feel. For
Mhm.
starters,
Okay.
this would have been a
I want-
PlayStation 4 exclusive. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Mhm. Hold up. So I'm gonna ask the chat. I want you guys to guess as well, chat. I want you guys to guess not only what the game
not yet.
is, but yeah, don't guess just yet.
Not
Just
yet.
Don't guess it. Yet.
Yeah.
Just listen.
Just hold
listen
off
for the
because
hints.
if you say it, then he's going to read the
Har-
chat
he-
more cooked.
Exactly. So don't say it just yet. Wrong answers only.
Wrong answers only. Okay. So the game, it would have been a PS4 exclusive made by Quantic Dream. If you know who Quantic Dream is, it's a decisions game.
Oh, sorry,
to give
Jeremy,
you a
my bad.
concept. There are 82 different endings. There are 82 different endings to the story. There's a million different ways the game can end, right? Each dialogue choice you make, each decision you make in the game radically changes the outcome of what happens at the end of the game, okay? Amazing graphics, tremendous lighting, excellent performances. For example, Heartless, do you know The Boys, the show?
Yeah.
Okay, Firecracker, the girl who plays Firecracker, plays one of the women in this game, one of the leads, okay? That gives you a concept, okay? Written by David Cage, came out in 2018, 82 different endings, about a 10-hour-long story. Heartless, what do you think about this game? Where would you, what would you price it at right now?
And I hope you're not
AAA?
searching. I hope you're not searching.
I'm not. Does it have multiplayer?
No. AAA,
Okay.
story-driven, 82 different endings.
I know the
quality. It was a
game is
PS4
Mass Effect.
exclusive. It is not. You are wrong. I'm also going to give you the Metacritic score. Maybe that'll play into something we do later. Hold on. Detroit
Okay.
Metacritic.
Okay.
Ooh, that's another game.
Do what?
That's another game. That could be.
It could be.
Game.
Oh yeah. It got a 78 on Metacritic.
Do with that information
Pretty good.
what you will.
Right.
That's good. 78 is good. It's right above. It's right next to a B. It's B adjacent.
It's decent. It's decent.
It's a $30 game.
Okay.
That's what you. That what you would spend on it?
That's what I think it costs. A 10-hour story campaign.
No. It's
No,
what would you
it's what-
spend on it?
What would
would
I
you
spend on
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
It's not multiplayer. Is it big brand IP?
I guess you could. It's a moderate size. Is it? I think it was more of a AA game than a AAA. It's more AA.
Oh, no,
wasn't it? It wasn't-
Quantic
it was a
was
AAA game?
triple.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's definitely
Yeah.
Because I
AAA.
mean,
AAA.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'd pay $30 for this game.
$30.
Okay.
Interesting.
Now we're going to
Mhm.
do the unveiling of the game, but let's give everyone a drum roll in the chat. Chat, what do you think I'm talking about? What game do you think I'm talking about? Brrr, go ahead, throw in your ideas. The game right now, Heartless, is at $39.99 US on the Steam store front. And to
So would you
Alive
buy
was
it?
close. It
Yeah.
is Detroit Become Human.
Not Once Human.
$39.99. Do what?
It's not Detroit Once Human.
No, Into a Life is
No.
trolling.
Yeah.
Cash, can we
it's
get gameplay on the
Detroit-
screen, please? Let me see if
Yeah,
I
the
stand by my
Detroit
choice.
Become Human.
What
the game
was the
looks
price
fun.
on release?
It was
It was
60
a $60 game.
US.
Standard.
please.
It was a standard. It was a standard price. Standard price.
Let's see it. Let's get some gameplay on the screen.
Yeah.
$60 on release, and it came
Hold
out
on.
6 years ago.
6 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
The
Yeah.
game looked
Yeah.
phenomenal though for a game that is still. I think it ages pretty well.
Does it hold up for its time?
Yeah, I
It
think
did.
it does.
I just beat it this week. It holds. It holds well.
I'm not proud to say this, but I was watching a VTuber play this past weekend.
Wow, that'll do it.
It-
I respect
It
you.
was
I respect
it was
you.
hilarious. It was hilarious.
Maybe it was me, Shank. Maybe it was me. Maybe I
probably
do some
was.
VTubing.
I could have also said iRobot as well, but I didn't want to give it too much away.
Yeah, that would have been too much.
Could have.
Yeah, I think
You
it was
could have.
too much.
So essentially, you play as 3 different protagonists, Heartless. You play as Connor, Kara, and Marcus. Connor is this gentleman you see here. All right. They're all what are called androids in the game. Connor is a detective created by BioLife, the creators of the androids, to solve cases of deviancy. Deviancy is where these androids start to show human-like emotions, right? Where they start to feel a desire for
My bad.
justice. They feel anger, sadness, etc. And this is the opening level to the game where Connor has gone to figure out what's going on with a deviant who's taken a child and is threatening to kill the child for reasons that you will discover in the game, right? So that's one of your protagonists. Your next protagonist is Marcus. Marcus is an android who serves like a painter, but he begins to gain consciousness and his painter encourages him to do so. And Marcus kind of becomes a leader of this android revolution. You decide if it's a peaceful revolution or a violent revolution, but you're the person basically arguing that androids are alive. They are people. They are a people. They may not be human, but they are a people, right? And then your third protagonist is Kara. Kara is an android who basically gets bought by this meth head in the game, and you have to save his daughter from him, and now you're on the run and you're feeling all the repercussions of what's going on in the world due to Connor's decisions and Marcus's decisions. You play as these 3 protagonists. The chapters go, they interweave with each other. There's crossover. There's moments where they encounter one another, but it all culminates in this like elaborate, massive story. Okay. As you can see, the graphics are pretty good. There's not a lot of combat. The combat in this game is more quick time event based. The real bread and butter of this game, like the real meat of this title, is the decision making. There are 82 different endings you can get depending on what decisions you make in these really high intensity moments. So, what are you thinking? What are you thinking, Heartless?
No, this makes sense.
$39.99.
No. This makes
Would you
sense.
play
I
full
can see
price?
how in 2018 it's a $60 game for sure.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But
For
would
sure.
you
Yeah.
pay for it? Would you pay? Would you pay?
Would I pay for
Would
it?
you pay the
That-
current price for
see,
it? I'd
that-
even
that-
extend that to you.
See, that is just the variable in an equation that also includes the variable of my financial status. So
He's just trying to find a way to beat around the bush
Bro.
right now. He's bullshitting.
Bro,
I'm just saying, would I pay for it? Let me hold on. Let me check my bank account.
Heartless, I have heard
This
the
guy.
things that you factor into your budget on a regular basis.
Not only that, you know what this is giving me? A very strong Telltale vibes.
That's
Yeah.
exactly
Yeah.
it's what Telltale
Realistic.
tried to do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this would be great on stream.
Yeah, this is
Oh, yeah.
definitely.
yeah, great stream.
This looks dope. This looks dope.
Yo. So, yeah, I remember The Quarry. I want to play those games for Halloween. We need to play a lot of these horror games for the Halloween season.
They
And
bleed
yeah.
blue.
Quarry is just
Oh my
very similar
God.
to this.
Look
It's
at
a
what
very
Reaper said.
similar kind of game.
I seen it.
Well,
I seen it.
It's
it's
$12 on
$12.
CD keys.
Artist, you got to play this on stream.
Does that factor into your budget a little bit better?
Exactly.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
for sure.
So
For
so
sure.
at $12, Heartless, we need your final declaration. Will you be
I'm
buying
thinking about snagging it.
Detroit
Actually,
Become Human?
I'm thinking about snagging
You said what?
it. I'm thinking about
He's
snagging
Let's
it.
go.
He's snagging it.
Guys, it was an honor bringing an amazing game. You know, I'm really good at what I do. You know, kind of big in this
Can you
journalism
finish it
world.
up this week?
You said
We've
what?
convinced Heartless, one of the most frugal members of this
You
community,
finished it up this
to
week?
spend money.
Reaper, drop the
Yes.
link. Let me see it. Drop the link. But you finished it up this
Yes.
week?
Yeah.
That's what's up. What would you rate the game?
Like 8.5. It was great.
Very
So-
nice. Very nice.
Because it's a
Yeah.
very thought-provoking game based on what I've seen.
It's very, oh my God, the amount of times where genuinely like I was stumped and I was like, I have no idea what to choose here. Like it's just justice and philosophy and ethics all shoved into a game. And it's basically telling you have to decide what you believe about everything about the world through the lens of a video game. And it's exceptional. It's exceptional. It's
I love it.
exceptional. Yeah.
Yo, you guys
Yeah.
trust this website?
Yes, I do. I use them. I use them all the time.
Yeah.
That's where I buy my Xbox stuff from.
$24.59 on here.
I bought
Oh, that's
my
the original one.
Xbox keys
My
on
bad.
there.
That's the original one.
Yeah.
Yo, and you don't get banned for using this?
No,
No.
because they're legitimate keys. They're
Yeah.
legitimate game keys.
Yeah.
Wow.
I use them. That's where I bought my Xbox memberships from all the time.
Wow.
Yeah. CD Keys is kind of busted.
Yeah.
And it's got a 98% review on CD Keys. But that's probably just for the transaction,
maybe
not for the
that's-
actual game, right?
Yeah, it's more for transaction.
I
It's not
see, I
for the
see.
actual game. But yeah, that was amazing, guys. What do you guys think of our first time trying a game mod on the podcast?
Maury carried.
Oh yeah, for sure. Quarterback style,
Stop it.
bro.
Stop it.
I mean,
The
you
fact
actually,
that neither of you played it and you gave
actually played the game.
Yeah, you took it and just
Well, that's what I was getting at. Well, but that's what I was getting at is that for you two to have not played the game and to have so adequately described the narrative was pretty impressive to me. Congratulations to both of you. You did excellent. Well done.
Well, thank you. Well, thank you. You know, I kind of like stuff like
Yeah.
that because, like I said,
Yeah.
iRobot is one of my favorite films. So you know,
You need to play
I always
this.
took
You need to
this
play
stuff
this.
like that.
Look at the recommended specs to play this game.
Here we
Well,
go.
12 gigs of RAM, NVIDIA GTX 1060, or an AMD Radeon RX 580 with 4 gigs of VRAM. That's
But you can run
recommended
that.
specs.
Well, you can run that, no?
An
can
Intel
run-
i5 or an
But
AMD
you can run that,
Ryzen
bro.
3
You can run above PlayStation 4 at least. I know that for a fact because I can play games on my PC.
because I can
Come on,
play
bro.
games on my PC.
Come on, bro.
Yeah, you'll be
Hey,
fine,
you can run
Harless.
that.
You'll be fine.
You can run that.
You got it.
No, my PC run that beautifully.
Oh yeah. But yeah, that was a great segment, guys. We should definitely come up with more games like that. Matter of fact, chat, I'll extend you one better. If you guys can come up with some dope games for the show, send them our way. We're just drop them in the suggested tab in the KXI Discord. Yes, that's the KXI Discord. Exclamation mark KXI. If you're not a part of the KXI Discord, join right now,
Make sure you
please.
get
Thank you.
The K
Do
in
it.
KXI.
KXI. Not the other one, not the thing that I said earlier. KXI. That's KXI Network. Thank you.
Can I be honest, Maury?
We're
Can-
actually stupid.
Can I
Yeah,
be
yes.
real with you? The only reason I
Shay.
never played it is because I am the most indecisive idiot.
Dude.
So when I am proposed with like life altering decisions within a game,
Mhm.
I panic.
Yes, bro.
I bought the game on PS4. I had it. I remember. I started playing and I was like, wait a minute. Everything I do here is going to affect everything else that happens in the game.
Yes.
I don't want to play this anymore.
Bro. I get it. Bro, I pause the game sometimes for 20 minutes and reread it to make a decision about what I'm going to
Dude,
do next. It's insane. It's insane.
Anxiety is through the roof.
Yep.
Yeah, that's how
Yeah.
I felt
Dude.
playing Mass Effect. That's how I felt
Yeah.
playing Mass Effect. Or any Telltale games, like the Walking Dead
Sure.
series. Forget about it.
And dude,
People-
and this is what's crazy is with the Telltale games, those choices are so much more limited than this game. Like the impact
really?
that they can have on, oh my, definitively.
What- Well, for the amount of ending this game has, Jesus, of course.
That's
Dude.
82 is insane.
That's insane.
82 is nuts. nuts.
That's actually a
insanity.
world. This game in itself is a world, bro.
And I thought Chrono
It-
Trigger was ridiculous with its 14 endings.
Mhm.
Yes, bro. Like it's insane. Like, bro, there's like entire moments in this game where like at the halfway mark, maybe a little bit before that, one of your main characters can die, and you just miss out on whatever missions they have for the rest of the game.
Wait,
Like
what?
Marcus, Connor, or yes, Marcus, Connor, or Kara, depending on what choice you make, can just fucking die, and then the rest of your playthrough is just without them. They just
No,
don't
no,
show
I
up
gotta
anymore.
get this game. Now I gotta get it. Now I gotta get it.
It's
get
dude,
this
it's so cool. It's so cool. It's so
Nah.
cool. Yeah.
I can feel my
That's
heart beating
dope.
already.
Yeah. Oh yeah. To Shank, I almost shit myself 100 times
Bro.
playing this game. I get it. I get it. It's so good though. It's so good. Oh man. Oh man.
All right. All right. So we're getting news from the back room. That is our executive producer Jerm is saying the game's actually available on PS Plus. You already have
free.
PlayStation for free, so you can
Yeah.
try it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
What's this up? Thank you, Jerm.
Cash, I did want to ask you something. I brought up Detroit Become Human's Metacritic score, but like
Mhm.
sometimes people have questions about how valuable a Metacritic score is. Do you have anything you'd like to share about that? Anything you'd like to say?
Is it that important? I think we're gonna. You know what? Let's save that for next week. But I like that idea.
Okay.
We could save that for
Okay.
next week. We're gonna
Okay.
save it for next week. We're gonna skip to the
tough.
rapid fire section. Let's pass it on to Heartless. Heartless, what's in the rapid fire section?
I'm sorry. What'd you say?
The rapid fire section. What's in the
You
rapid
want me to
fire
do
section? Yeah, sure. Why not?
Okay, I can read really fast.
Yeah, it's just.
All right,
we're just-
Elden Ring's latest
I- I
passion
don't
is
know
the final
the
boss and Shattered Archery. Five birds returning after a decade of. I'm just kidding. Elden Ring's latest patch nerfs the final boss in Shadow of the Archery. Is that the second time they've done that?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's okay. People are still complaining. Honestly, no comment. No comment.
Trash behavior.
Flappy Bird is returning after a decade following trademark takeover. Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
So the original creator of Flappy Bird is not attached to this one at all. He already made a statement.
Is that the gentleman that took his game off? He said people were addicted.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
That-
think so.
that's
Yeah. That
that.
was Flappy Bird.
Yeah.
Okay. I remember having
Yep.
an iPhone that still had it after it was taken off. Anyways, Sakurai and Team Asobi exchanged pleasantries over Astrobot. What could this mean? Any comments?
Astrobot and Smash.
That would be
Wow.
crazy. If that should happen, that would be insane.
I'm with Reaper here.
Yeah.
Just get good.
It's that simple. Yeah, good. Or if a game's not for you, don't play it. Shut up. Leave it alone.
5, 4, 3, 2. Unity cancels runtime fee to get back to its mission of democratizing game development. Stock still down 50% year to date. I'm gonna be real with you.
Damn.
I find
Wow.
that hilarious. Still, I'm sorry.
Shank, you have something to say here?
What are your thoughts,
Yes.
Hank?
They shot themselves in the foot, and now they can't recover.
10,
Yeah.
9, 8, 7, 6. No other comments?
Done.
All right, we're on the next one. Ubisoft Watch Dogs movie has officially wrapped filming. I get a feeling that this is probably trash. Let's hope they don't have Kevin Hart in it. Any other comments?
Agreed.
I was literally gonna say, who gives a fuck? We can continue. Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah,
they're
who
gonna put The
cares?
Rock in it.
But was this game even? Did this game? What was the ratings for this game?
The first one was
It was like
okay.
high 70s. High
Yeah.
70s, I think, on Metacritic. Let me check. Yeah.
Yo, honestly, I think Grand Theft Auto blew this game out of the water. If
did.
I felt
It did.
the game would have been received better had it not been the year it got released with Grand Theft Auto. That's my honest opinion.
10, 9.
80
Yeah.
Metacritic.
80. So yeah, you see.
Okay.
All right, let's go. Yeah.
Last one. And I have to say, we have to talk with whoever did the show flow because it is outright disrespectful
Mhm.
that James Earl Jones is on the rapid fire section. Okay, so we're not gonna do no countdown for this one. Anyways, the voice of Darth Vader.
James Earl
And
Jones.
I don't know if y'all seen Field of Dreams. He was excellent in that movie as well.
Mm-hmm.
James
Not
Earl
only-
Jones is dead at 93. So, guys, please take your turns. Give us your favorite memory. Give us your favorite moment.
Not only that, this man was also, don't forget about this. He was the voice of Mufasa, bro. Listen,
Sure was.
Talk to him.
Lion King was one of my favorite movies as a kid, bro. Simba.
Yeah.
Everything your eye touches belongs to you. Listen, bro. Listen, bro.
I gotta
Listen.
salute my man.
That's a beautiful statement,
yeah.
huh?
He was telling him, yo, you're the king of this. You're going to be the king of this one day, bro.
Out of context, just think about it. Everything your eye touches belongs to you.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Salute,
Dude, I was tore up.
Maury?
Yeah.
I was tore up. Yeah, I was tore up when I got the news when I was on stream. My brother Mitchell came in and was like, "Yo, did you hear about
I was
James
on
Earl
stream.
Jones?"
I
Yeah.
found out the same time you found out because I was on the stream with you.
What was
Mhm.
crazy was Google hadn't even updated his
Yeah,
death yet.
nothing.
So
Nothing was
bro,
said yet.
and so when I saw it, I mean, dude, it felt like I got my heart ripped out of my chest. You know, I'm not a fossil, but you know, I loved Lion King too. Great movie. No, but like, dude, yeah, Mufasa, iconic, and obviously, like as a diehard Star Wars guy, James
King
Earl Jones was
Jaffe
a huge
Joffa?
voice of my childhood.
Let's not forget arriving to America.
Yes. King
Coming
Jaffe
to
Joffa,
America.
bro.
Arriving to America is
pause.
crazy. Arriving to America is crazy. Get him out of here.
No,
Get him outta
I know
here.
why you said that. I know why you said that though.
Yo,
We need to stop letting Heartless hang out with Jamaicans.
Yo,
Right.
We do.
But
Because
yeah, listen,
arriving
we
to
can't say
America
that though
was
because
crazy.
then that falls on me though.
Yeah, don't
If you
blame
say
them.
that, that falls on me.
Don't
That's not
blame
my
them.
fault. He was the one who started this, bro.
Bro,
Not
bro,
me.
No,
Not Jay, and definitely not Shank. So it was Heartless. Don't blame the Jamaicans.
Nah, you know what? Shank would casually say this shit. He would casually, like, you would catch a pause from Shank.
no way.
That's crazy.
No way.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Nah,
Nah,
bro.
bro.
Nah. Just for the record, I'm going to school tomorrow and I'm telling all my friends that Heartless said, "Oh yeah, he was in Arriving to America." I'm
Arriving to
letting all of them
America.
know tomorrow. Heartless.
Listen.
I'm letting all of
The
them
question of the week this week is going to be my suggestion
Mhm.
is your favorite James Earl Jones moment, whether
That's it.
or character.
know. Yeah, character's good.
I already told mine. I
Yeah.
told you, bro. It's between King Jaffe Joffa and Mufasa. It has to be one of those two.
Not
Yeah.
Darth Vader. See,
Yeah.
this is why it's a good question because there's
Yeah.
so many good choices.
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
Darth Vader was before me. I feel like my introduction to James Earl Jones was actually Mufasa.
Yep,
And
mine too.
then Star
Mhm.
Wars. And Star Wars was more of a rerun at that point. It's more of like a, you know. So
I don't know.
Sure.
that's just what it is.
I have to think that you are wiling.
Really?
I mean, no, you're only wiling on the fact that you said that Darth Vader is before you. You're acting like
Yeah, Darth Vader is before me. Star Wars came out in like the 70s.
Bro, how old do you think Cash is?
that's
Bro,
not
I'm
even the
saying,
point. That's not even
Jesus
the point.
Christ,
That's not
what
even the point.
is he saying right
That's not even the point. Are we gonna lie and act like in the early 2000s?
I'm talking. No, but I'm saying it based on my like when I was first exposed to him would be The Lion King. That was my first.
I mean, I feel you, and
time.
I agree there. I feel you, but I don't know.
Bro, that was 1994.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Mufasa.
I was 4 years old. I was
Lion
4
King.
years
Lion
old.
King.
I was 1
Yeah.
year old.
So you see, but yeah, that's a good question. Oh, but here's the thing. Last week we actually asked this question: what PSIP should return? So let me pull that up on the channel, guys. If you're not following the Gamer Actual channel on YouTube, please go follow it. So the question was,
Oh,
what game? And Infamous actually got it. People are
this
saying
sucks that I wasn't
Infamous.
here. This sucks
Yeah,
that I wasn't here.
Bro,
Yeah,
this
Germ,
would've been,
Germ
like,
was
I would've
dying
loved
without
this.
you, literally.
Yo,
It's like we
Jer-
lined him up and kept spraying.
yeah, for
Huh.
sure. Yo,
Cole McGrath, baby. Oh,
firing squad, bro. Jerm was like, yo, the one day when I want Mori or Jake here, they're not here to defend me.
gosh.
Yeah.
Gosh.
He-
I would have
he-
voted Killzone.
yeah.
I would have voted Killzone. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Love Killzone.
Yeah.
Love Killzone. Yeah.
But yeah, let's. So this is a non-video game, I guess, related one, but I think just in tribute for James Earl Jones. Favorite James Earl Jones character. Go over there, chat. Go answer. So we're
We gotta drop that
saying,
link.
we're
let
gonna
me
drop the
find it.
link.
Let me find it.
And- So we said I'm gonna go with King Jaffe Joffa first.
Mufasa.
If you're not following the Gamer Actual podcast on YouTube, please click that follow button.
Listen,
there-
we're trying to grow over there.
Are there really no Ape Escape fans out there? Am I the only one?
Well,
Ain't no way.
let me
of
guess.
That list.
You didn't answer the question of the week, did you?
Ooh.
No, you didn't.
He didn't.
Ooh.
All right. So mind your business.
Tell
I
me
missed
you
the
didn't.
podcast last
Guys, you
week
can still
on-
actually. Guys, you can actually still go over there and answer it. There's no like time limit on the questions over there. So y'all
Bam,
can still
see?
go and vote.
See, bam.
Just so you know, by the
Mufasa.
way, Cash, it
Yeah.
was King Jaffe Joffer.
Is Jaffe Jofer?
This man said Fofa.
Joffer.
What Jaffe Fofa?
Yeah.
Oh, Jofer. Oh, that was an accident because I said it, but I just didn't write it.
No,
Thank
you good,
Ape.
bro.
Ape Escape was fire.
Did I spell that correctly too? I hope I did. Darth
It's
Vader.
it's two F's and you could put an A on there, but it's technically ER. It's up to you.
No, I don't want to use the ER. Sounds derogative.
Man, I gotta get out of here, bro. I gotta get out of here. Hey yo, it's been a great episode.
I don't
bro.
know if you want to put this,
Hey,
but
yo.
in Field of Dreams, he was Terrence Mann.
That's awesome. Yeah, my white ass needs to get up out of here, bro. Hey yo, I'm gonna leave y'all to have that conversation. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. Ain't no way.
Stay, Maury, be an ally.
Right?
No, I'm all right. Thanks,
Wait, what do you
though.
mean no?
I mean, you said say it, pussy. I fucking hate you, bro. Yo, get his bitch ass out of here, bro. He set me up for failure. He said, say it, be an ally. If I say yes or no, I'm cooked. If I say yes or no, I'm cooked.
No, the
Get
chat's
him outta
like,
here.
wow. The chat's like, wow.
Hey, yo, get him out of here, bro, because I
Alright,
lose
I'm
either
done,
way.
I'm done.
Nah,
I'm
bro.
done.
That's crazy.
That's it? Do I need to add another one? Or just, is there another one that we can add here?
I think those are probably four of his most iconic
Most notable,
roles.
right?
I think that works. I think
He was
that
in
works.
Conan the Barbarian, but I don't think anybody really know that role like that. Conan the Barbarian, it all depends.
Yeah, I think you leave it at that four, just to not
Yeah,
muddy
that's
it
it,
up.
yeah.
I think that's perfect.
What do you think is gonna get it the most? I think Vader is gonna
Vader.
get it.
Vader's
It's between
Vader.
It's between Vader or Mufasa.
Sure. Because, folks don't know arriving to America like that. Thanks again, Heartless. We appreciate it.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah. There
That's
you go,
crazy.
folks. Head on over there to the Gamer Actual YouTube channel and vote. Yo, this was a phenomenal show, bro. And yo, again, guys, you don't understand what's going on behind the scenes, but I'm gonna be very rude with you. Germ is just like he's fucking killing behind the scenes. I'm sorry, I gotta put it out there. Germ is doing his thing, bro. This
He's a
man
murderer.
is, yeah, he's on it as an executive producer, and I gotta commend him for that. You don't see Germ, but Germ is here. I promise you.
That man is doing
Shout outs
work.
to Germ. Yeah, he
He's
putting his
actually
work.
producing timestamps for every time we change the subject. He's
Timestamps
watched the whole- He's got the whole thing on. He tells us whether we're 3 minutes overtime or 2 minutes under time. We know that we have about 46 seconds to get off air because
Mhm.
that'll hit us in about.
2 hours and 30 minutes.
Bro, that's
Yeah.
crazy. I was
We made
the
it.
time on the time on that was crazy. Anyways, yeah.
Are we
yeah,
able to
guys,
link?
Thing. He's doing his
Are we
thing.
able to link his YouTube right now?
That's
Yes, we
what
can.
I'm trying to find right now.
Dope.
Yeah,
Okay.
link is YouTube. All right. So, is there anything that we need to say before we move on to the next section, guys? Real quick.
I don't think so.
All right. Just one more thing we can, because we've been pointing it out. It's been a thing either way. Heartless,
4. Just
Heartless, you
kidding.
ready to let the people know
Let the people know about the what?
the end?
The what?
At the end,
At the end of what?
the show. What do we do at
You
the
want,
end
you
of
want
the
me to say
show?
goodbye?
Oh, so we're not doing that, or you want us to skip this until we come back to the table?
You know what? Let's do that. Let's save it. Let's save it.
Let's save it. All right, cool.
Yeah.
So, guys, here's the deal. Thank you guys again for being a part of the show. We really appreciate you guys coming in. You guys show up every single freaking week, bro, and that's a big deal. You guys don't know how big of a deal that is, and I'm glad that you guys find value in the show. So I want to thank you guys. You guys have anything else? Yes, please. If you're not following already, please go follow the KXI network. Please, we're gonna shout it out one more time. Heartless,
Come right
got
up.
something to say? Got something to say?
Do I got something to say? Yo, shout out to everybody, especially Shank. Thank you for giving us your time, your insight.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to our guest, our special guest. By the way, no. Let's take that back for a second. Shout out to ReaperPC for coming in here like a
Facts.
beast.
Hey.
I mean,
And
shout out to
Juju.
Good
Juju
save.
for coming in
Nah.
here like a
Juju
beast.
cool. Juju. Nah. Juju cool.
Juju
Reaper
cool?
called me a scammer on live television. I'm not taking that lightly, bro. I'm not taking that lightly at all. We got to
Oh,
get
he
him,
said-
bro.
he
We
said
got to
you're
jump him.
liable to be a scammer. That's
We
it.
got to jump him.
Yes, you could likely be a scammer. That's what he said. You're liable to
crazy.
be a scammer. He didn't call you a scammer outright.
That's
You
fair.
know?
That's fair.
You're bro. And to Alive said in the chat, scam likely.
Scam likely. Scam likely.
That is funny. Nah, bro. But yeah, guys,
Everyone drop your
thank you again.
socials in the chat. Seriously, drop your socials in the chat.
Drop your socials, follow each other. Let's do it.
New York Tings.
This is
All right.
if there's anything I'd want you guys to follow me on, it would be my Twitter, please.
Yes, please. Shank, where could the people find you, bro? Before we go.
Yes. Twitch.tv/uncle_shank. Like Twitter, if I can find it. I'm a terrible content creator. Twitter at it's Shank Baby. All one word, obviously. And that's pretty much all I got right now. More things coming soon.
All right. That's what's up. Maury, what about you, buddy?
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter at RealScamLikely. That's where you can get a hold of me. It's a good time over there. I'm from St. Louis, bro. We really do be scamming, so I get it. No, I'm here on Twitch, y'all.
He knows. He
GWTmori. Yeah, I trust me, I know, and I'm sure Reaper caught that. No, y'all can find me here and everywhere at GWTmori, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch. Come say what's up.
What's up? That's what's up. And again, you guys are on my channel. You can find me here, twitch.tv/Cashcrow. Also on YouTube at youtube.com/Cashcrow. And then YouTube again at youtube.com/Cashcrow Live for my live streams. So yeah, I'm all over the place. It's the same name across the board. You can find
And
me
one
everywhere,
last
guys.
thing.
Yes, what is it?
Make sure you guys are aware. We want to make sure you guys are aware. Soon come. We don't have an exact date, but soon come. You guys will be catching all of the KXI network shows on the KXI network.
Network. Yep.
So that will be coming soon.
Shouting it out right now, guys. Please go follow the KXI network. We're doing big things right now, guys. We're doing big things. N2 Alive says follow or get banned. Wow.
We'll get jumped.
He got smoked.
So, all right. Have a good night, guys. Who do you guys want to raid out to? I can cut this part out for
Rose.
Rose is live. All right.
Rose
guys,
is live, man.
We're gonna send you guys over to Rose Gradient. Tonight was awesome, guys. Again, and I keep saying this every show. We keep getting better every show. And that's a good thing.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna go over there and give Rose some love. Tell him that the boys over at Gamer Actual sent you. Peace out. Take care. Bye-bye now. Wait. Supplement sponsor coming soon. Likely, it's very likely. Bye, guys.